Hey, it's freaking Fab. Huh? It's freaking Fab. What? It's freaking Fab. It's freaking Fab, breaking balls. Takes me up the walls. Talking all that shit that make you wanna get involved. Ain't no ball. Rick and Fab, no ball. Look, when you wanna talk ball, tell me who you call. I know it's Rick and Fab, got it all, they no ball. Look, Rick and Fab, no ball. Yeah.
All right.
Howdy.
Are we live?
We're
How
live.
we doing?
All right. Dude, that song goes hard every time.
We
All
were
right,
all
everyone.
backstage there.
Yeah, backstage. All right, we're live. This is episode 6/ the NBA Draft live show extravaganza of Rick and Fab No Ball. Fellas, how we doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Hanging in there. As many of you know, I have COVID. Some things are bigger than sports, but nothing is bigger than ball. So I'm here. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. I'm mostly excited to not talk about the Celtics, hopefully at all, and talk about your guys' teams.
Celtics do not have a pick. That's right.
Yeah.
Fab's battling COVID. I'm battling a tummy ache personally, but we're here. We're fight through. We're both veterans. We both love ball. We're here for you all. All that rhymed. MereKat, how we doing tonight?
We're doing fantastic. NBA draft night's always a hell of a time. We already have some drama with people saying Paolo Banchero is not out of play at number 1. We're not going to spoil any Twitter stuff. We don't know, what's actually going on, if there might happen. Like, we're going to wait for the commissioner to tell us what's good. But
Wait, we are?
Yeah, we are. We're going to wait, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, we can spoil it for ourselves, so we're ready, but we'll wait on the podcast. No spoilers. Fab, you brought it up, though. You don't have to worry about the Celtics tonight. It's kind of wild. Usually the Celtics have, a minimum of 3 first-round picks?
I'm hoping we don't have to worry about the Celtics. I really don't want – I saw we were interested in the Warriors' 28th pick. I really just hope – I'm hoping that we just don't – the Celtics aren't even mentioned tonight, honestly. Not interested in the 28th pick at all.
Not even in any KD Kyrie talks? Well, not Kyrie, obviously.
Yeah, I mean
– KD. I've seen a lot of KD hype from Celtics fans.
I should take that back. Yeah, I'm not interested in interested in drafting anybody tonight, I should say.
Okay.
I just can't wait to buy all the way in on the random foreign guy the Nuggets take at 21 and talk myself into, Jokic was a second-round pick. Can't wait.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat, Mere. Our front office, as you know, came from the Denver Nuggets, so I'm kind of just hoping we take a shot on some European I've never heard of and hope he becomes Luka Doncic. So I'm hoping for the Bulls at 19. The nightmare scenario, I'm keeping my eye on it all night. I'm seeing way too much Rudy Gobert smoke surrounding the Bulls right now. If that happens live on stream, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we'll ever hear from me again, but
I'd actually feel bad for you.
Nightmare scenarios, Rudy Gobert ends the evening as a Chicago Bull. As long as that happens, as long as that doesn't happen, I'm happy.
The pick has been spoiled. I don't know if you guys saw it too.
Oh.
Wait, has it been spoiled or sent?
The pick is in. The pick is in.
The pick is in on my screen. I haven't heard it announced.
Okay.
But we have to replace that awful State Farm jingle.
Let's see. My stream's behind. Should we just dive into it, or should we wait for the commish to announce it?
I mean, we could just dive into it. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. So the number 1 overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, Paolo Banchero. We see Fab's repping Italy there. Fab's repping Italy,
yes,
fresh
sir.
out of Duke University.
Yes, sir.
A bit of a surprise, like Mere kind of touched on earlier. Jabari coming into the day was pretty heavily favored. Then a tweet from Woj went out saying that it was looking like it was all going to be Jabari first and Paolo 2. And then his odd shots are like minus 2,500 at that point. So if you got on Paolo at that point, good for you. That felt like a smoke screen to me right off the bat. I tweeted it out. I was like, Vegas has got to be paying him to do this. I think they're trying to get money off of Jabari or onto Paolo, whatever. Don't know how Vegas works. But,
Mysterious
Not
West.
sure how I like this pick for the Magic. I thought Jabari was a perfect fit for them. What do you guys think?
I saw it. My friend just texted me. Paulo was plus 550 this morning to go number one. That's pretty crazy. I'm
Anyone who
just
took
as,
that.
yeah, I'm just as surprised as you. I agreed that Jabari kind of fit what they were doing. Kind of felt like they were building like a defensive identity there. And Jabari is a guy who can. I mean, he's tall and long. He's versatile defensively. But I mean, I love Paulo. I think he's going to be a stud. So I don't think you can really go wrong taking him. I mean, it's still the fucking Magic. So like,
I need to interrupt you, Fab. I have some breaking news.
All right.
The NBA draft is doing the actual jingle. They're not doing the State Farm jingle. We've been duped.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they did. Dun, 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 dun. I swear to God, I thought number 2 went because I thought Mere was playing it, but no.
Oh, but you heard it on your thing?
Like the NBA,
State Farm has duped us,
ABC.
and ESPN has duped us. Maybe it's on the ABC feed.
Yeah,
I
ABC
don't know.
would sell out like that.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Still,
But
we're
yeah.
gonna play ours.
Yeah. So Fab, you're high on Paolo, you said.
I'm very high on Paulo. Not just because he's Italian. I think he's going to be a stud. Shot making ability. He's long. He's versatile. He can do a lot of different things. But again, like I said, it's the Magic. So you can't really have that high of hopes for what he's going to turn into. I feel like that's where a lot of guys just go to rot. But we'll see.
I think he kind of fits in pretty well with the Magic. Not as much as Jabari would have. I thought he was a lock. I love that fit for them. But you put him next to Wendell Carter, who's kind of like rebounding, guard the paint protector, big classic 5. Put him next to Wendell, who can make up for some of his, paint protection lapses, and maybe he can make up for some of Wendell's, weaknesses on the perimeter. I think those two pair very well together. Cole Anthony, I mean, he gets no national media attention for good reason. He plays for the Orlando Magic, but
he's good.
He's a playmaker. He's a great asset. I think Paolo was kind of the most NBA ready of the top 3 projected guys. I think they should have kind of taken a shot on one of those, developmental prospects like, Chet and Jabari both have a little bit more development to do. I don't know how I feel about this one for the Magic.
I can see
you both kind of hit it though. Like Fab brought it up, he's super versatile, and you said he's like the most NBA ready guy of any of these top 3 guys. And I think the Orlando Magic the past decade have taken too many shots on developmental guys with these top 5 picks they've had, and they haven't worked out for them. So they're saying, fuck it, let's go with the safer guy. His ceiling might be a little lower, but his floor is so much higher. Let's be safe, get ourselves a stud. And I think Paolo's that type of guy, can score in a bunch of different type of ways. He can carry a team offensively. I think in the NBA, we'll see how that, aggressiveness, catches up to NBA speed and stuff like that, if he can maintain it. But just a guy who looks like you could throw him on the floor for 26 minutes right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bucket getter, which is something I think the Magic desperately need, somebody who can actually put the ball in the hoop. I'm interested to see how this affects Jonathan Isaac. Is he going to come off his, preacher tour? I know he's got a ton of NRA conferences and stuff like that to get to.
Yeah.
We'll see. Isaac's got to be on the hot seat now. This is pretty much both 6'10" forwards. Isaac's more defensive. Paolo's obviously more of a bucket getter, but I don't know. We'll see who gets that starting bid.
Yeah, I mean, especially. Go ahead, Mere. I was gonna say, if I'm a Magic fan, I mean, I'm happy, especially after a very underwhelming rookie season from Jalen Suggs last year. Who,
true,
I don't really know what to expect from him going forward. But I mean, you got a guy who's got an NBA body, and he just seems far more NBA ready than Jalen Suggs was. So I mean, if I'm a Magic fan, I'm happy with the pick.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, he checks all the boxes as a guy who can plug and get buckets right away from day one. 6'10", creates his own shot from anywhere on the floor. Not great on the defensive end, but if he puts in the effort, he's a 6'10" and he's pretty athletic. That'll come together as long as he puts the effort in. Can score from anywhere. The only concern is that 3-point shot. He only clipped it at 33% last year, but The free throw numbers are good. The mid-range numbers are good. That's something you can develop and learn, and those are both pretty good indicators of that. Yeah, I'm excited if I'm a Magic fan. You got a polished prospect, day one ready, and, watch him ball out for 82 games this year.
Yeah, the Magic are going to have 5 or 4 starters next year, most likely, that are under the 22 or younger. Like, that's just wild.
Yeah.
I mean, Jalen Suggs was a bit disappointing, but he showed enough to me that proves he can be an NBA guy and continue to develop. I mean, he showed a lot of flashes offensively, defensively, liability. We brought up Cole Anthony. He's a guy who could get buckets in this league. Franz Wagner. The Wagner brothers. I mean, Franz is actually good. And then you look at the bench then, if Paolo does move that 4 over Isaac starts right off the rip, you still have, Fultz, who's capable, RJ Hampton, who I like a lot, not just because the Nuggets originally drafted him, guys like Terrence Ross and Mo Bamba off the bench. Like, this is a team that could compete at that back end of the East if things work out.
Pick is in.
Oh, I'm seeing hugs.
We know who it is. We knew it was coming. Big Chet.
Still with Chet. Even with Jabari sitting there, it makes sense.
Chet, you betcha. Our guy, Chet. What do we think,
fellas?
I love it. I'm very high on Chet.
I agree. Could not agree more. I love Chet. I think he fits in perfectly with that Thunder timeline. He is a raw prospect. He's probably 80 pounds soaking wet. Got to beef up a little bit, but just a unicorn of a prospect. Can shoot from anywhere on the floor. Great quickness, great agility for a 7-footer, which is just insane how he moves at 7 feet. Don't want to make the lazy Giannis comparison, but probably the only apt comparison even close. I'm excited. Didn't have a season at Gonzaga that jumps off the page to you, but so raw. We'll plug into the Thunder right away. And they're just going to grow together. Him, SGA, Giddey. That's a young team. If I'm an OKC fan with these 3 guys and a ton of picks down the line, I'm excited. They just got to get out there and get minutes and grow together.
Yeah, I hate that all the tall, skinny guys like Chet always, I feel like, get docked, and everyone like points to guys like Bull, just like, which
or
people just don't.
Teammate Poku Sebesky.
Exactly. Yeah, I just thought like this guy is so much. He's so young, and he has like we have no idea how he's gonna fill out. Like, obviously, if he maintains his current like stature, then he's probably not going to be great in the NBA. But he has so much time to fill out, and he has so much potential. It's kind of hard not to be all in on Chet at this point. I think he's going to be really good. I'm excited to see him, and I love OKC. I love what OKC is building.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of Shai. Lou Dort is fucking electric. Josh Giddey is sick.
Chamber, baby.
Yeah, they just have so many guys that are fun to watch.
Factory,
yeah, they're one of my. Go ahead.
Paint game can translate to like the NBA. He's so creative in the paint. His post moves are so good. I mean, offensively, I think he's gonna come through. It's just he needs to fill out to be that defensive guy he's gonna have to be.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, coming in at less than 200 pounds, like, we don't want to harp on this too much because it's the first thing you hear about Chet, but under 200 pounds at 7 feet tall is insane. I'm 6'7", and I haven't been 200 pounds since I was probably 6'2", 6'3". Like, that's unfathomable. Yeah, I mean, I love him. He shoots almost 40% from 3. That'll translate to the next level immediately. Finishes at the rim well, like you said, Mere. One thing I wanted to add, though, elite shot blocker. Like, he's got to beef up to keep that going in the NBA because he is going to be battling against guys like Embiid and Jokic and grown-ass men down there in the paint. He's going to be going to war every single night down there. So like you said, he is going to have to beef up. But, I mean, he affects pretty much every shot. He's got like a 7'7" wingspan.
Yeah.
Just insane. I don't think we've ever seen this combination of, like, shot blocking and, in a center. Or I don't want to say that. Like, this agility, shot blocking. His shot blocking is on another level than Giannis, I think. And I think that's what separates him as a prospect to me.
It's not often you see it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mere.
I was just saying his ability to space the floor offensively too. Like he is a
yeah.
threat to shoot from three, and we'll see how that goes in the NBA. But like that's something that just translates from college, and the Thunder need somebody who can really stretch the floor for them.
Yeah, a guy
Absolutely.
that can defend the rim and also handle the ball as well as Chet is just not something you really see ever. It's usually you can do one or the other. You usually don't see a rim protector that's capable of. I mean, he's obviously not a point guard, but like he's comfortable with the ball. Like we said, he's got to beef up, and he can be an absolute stud. I think pick is in.
The next pick is in already.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I see the name on my screen.
Yeah,
we have to. Jabari Smith.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, no surprise there. If I'm Houston, I'm absolutely in love with the fact that Jabari fell to us. Can get his own shot from anywhere on the floor. I think that's what really separates him. What really separates him is that perimeter shooting. What he needs to improve on is creating his own bucket. But I think he plugs in next to Green out there very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's an elite shooter from anywhere on the floor. Ideal build for an NBA player. I'm pumped if I'm Houston and he fell to me at 3.
This is a huge win if you're a Rockets fan. Shout out Low City. I know we were playing Fall Guys with him earlier. He was excited he was hoping for Paolo here, I think, but I'm thrilled with Jabari, especially with you got guys like Kevin Porter Jr. I'm high on Jalen Green. I mean, their current starting big men. They have Jayshawn Tate and Alperen Sengun. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Jabari Smith is going to start, and he is much better than what they currently have.
Bold.
Yeah, I love the pick.
I like Sengun.
I don't think I know anything about this guy.
I've heard the name before for sure.
He had a pretty good year this year. Yeah, he's really young. He's lanky, but he's solid. Yeah, they have so much young talent on this team. It's kind of like the Thunder, but even more. I'm a huge Kevin Porter Jr. guy, and just overall, like they have shooters. Jalen Green, I think this is a good move for Jalen Green too, because he needed more just like establishment around him, and Jabari Smith's a guy that can bring that to a starting 5.
Jabari Smith is just a monster. He's a monster of a human. And not to mention the Rockets have the Nets picks for the next 25 years, which look pretty promising at this current
Oh my God. Yeah, let me pull it up. So you got Jabari, who I think is the best prospect in this class by far. Then you got obviously Jalen Green out there, who's maybe had a very strong case for Rookie of the Year. And then you got 2023 Nets first round pick swap, 2024 Nets first round pick, 2025 Nets first round pick swap, 2026 Nets first round pick, 2027 Nets first round pick swap. Which, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of picks.
Yeah,
a lot you can do with that.
Where the Nets are at right now, those are looking to be pretty decent picks at worst. Depending on what happens in Brooklyn, obviously, but it's not looking great if you're a Net right now.
Fan. We'll talk about that when Ferg hops on. But yeah, I mean, stop me if you've heard this before. The Nets made a trade for a bunch of stars and gave away all their picks. Last time that, as we all know, went really well for them. It gave the Celtics an NBA Finals appearance on a silver platter. But yeah, that's not feeling great if I'm a Nets fan. Feeling fantastic tonight if I'm a Rockets fan.
Yep, 100%. Yeah. Future's bright.
Future's bright. We got the Sacramento Kings on the clock, but we got the big Lebowski in the waiting room, about to welcome him in.
How we doing, brother? Himself.
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Great to have you, man.
Look at that golden hour he's rocking over there, just basking in the sunset.
Is this a filter?
Straight
incredible.
Fake lighting. Got a good view going on, but straight fake lighting, little TV magic. Bro, I cannot believe that he just fell to third. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. I think he's the best prospect in the class.
I like up until maybe a week ago, they were talking about how he was pretty rock solid at number 1. And then, before
up until this morning, Woj tweeted out this morning that it was a lock he was going number 1.
I was so sure of it too. I was like, he plugs in right next to those guys. I mean, I guess like everybody was saying, and I agree that Paolo is probably the most ready to play right now.
Mhm.
But I think that he's got to be bummed a little bit if he thought he was going third the whole time. He's like, oh man, I get to play next to Jalen Green, and like Sengun's that big who can really pass it that they drafted at the end of the first round last year. So I feel like he would just get to play away from the ball and get a zillion shots, but he'll probably be their number one guy pretty much right off the bat down there.
Yeah, I agree. Certified bucket getter. Plugging him in from the jump. Just got to work on making his own shot. But I mean, that 3-point shot's already elite. It'll translate very well.
Yeah.
So who do we like at 4 to the Kings here, Hunter?
I got to tell you, I think obviously what I wrote up with Sharp going, I think that's still possible because again, they're the Kings. And I think like when I was sort of piecing together like the top 6, 7, I was like, the Kings they're at this point, they're probably not trying to take shots away from De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we're going to get guys that can kind of play around him. And I think like Sharp's a number one option, but it doesn't like Ivy, for example, is probably the best player available at this point, or Keegan Murray, depending on like what you determine as value. But I think that he's so ball dominant and also like small enough and close enough to Fox's height that they would basically like, I look at what happened with Halliburton and I'd be afraid that they would do that again.
Is the pick in here?
Yeah, I got it. I think I'm a little behind, but I got it in.
I'm behind it. What do we got?
What is it? I don't have it.
Kings. Keegan Murray.
Oh, no way they took Keegan.
Keegan Murray.
I wanted to take Shaden so bad.
Yes. Detroit's so mad about that after they shipped out Jeremy Grant. You knew they were counting on getting him at 5. You knew they were counting on getting him at 5.
They thought the Kings were going to Kings it, and the Kings did not. That's a good pick.
Honestly, yeah, like with the roster that they have with Sabonis and Fox, you throw him out at like is like a oversized 3.
Yeah,
I
Lebowski.
like that fit quite a bit. I mean, obviously, like it shows that the Kings at least have some kind of a plan, and they're not just being like this is kind of a meme pick. But
yeah,
that's debatable. I wouldn't say the Kings have a plan.
Yeah, that might be a reach, but
I've seen a lot of guys have been calling Keegan Murray the most NBA ready prospect. What do you think about that, Lebowski? Do you think he's the most NBA ready?
Yeah, I think like I have to see how his game's going to translate if they're going to make him more of like they're going to run a lot of pick and fades through him and how they're going to sort of like fit him within the offense. Because again, like it's either sort of like Fox slashing and doing whatever he wants or Sabonis kind of with his back to the basket. So if they have him as sort of like a spot up guy running around threes, I think like because he's big enough to where he can sort of like use his body to attack a closeout. But like he can also still kind of spray it because he's got long arms and he's like a legit 6'8". So I don't know. He's got a big body too. So I think like he can guard 1 through 4 pretty handily, and some 5s. Like he could guard a lot of 5s in the league right now. I'm sure he can guard Chet, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. NBA comparison: Pascal Siakam. I love these. Interesting. I don't know if I really see that all that much.
The problem is, like, you want a guy like he's a little bit older, so you would hope that he would end up in a situation. I'm not going to say the Pistons are like in that much of a better place than the Kings, but with a guy who's a little bit older, you would almost think that you'd rather have him in a team that's like, all right, we're maybe 2 or 3 years from competing instead of like 5, which is what the Kings always feel like.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So now, what do the Pistons do? Do the Pistons just fall back on, Jaden Ivey?
I don't know if I love that fit next to Cunningham.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. And that'd be giving up on Killian Hayes completely, which I think they're kind of already doing, but
that's pretty quick though.
Yeah.
Again, not, he hasn't played a lot, but it's sort of like
they're panicking right now.
Well,
they could like trade back here, I guess, or they could reach for a wing. I just don't see them drafting a guard. Maybe they get Sharp, but I just don't see them like not trying to get at least a little bit of size after getting rid of Jeremy Grant literally yesterday?
Yeah.
What do you think
bringing
about?
You keep bringing up Sharp. Are you sure this guy exists? Because Fab and I are not convinced.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
I
obsessed with
think I
Shade and
saw
Sharp.
him. I think I saw them when they did the little like senior year, trot out all the seniors with their parents beforehand. I think I saw him, but they said he's Canadian, so he might not exist at all.
Is he at the draft tonight? Do we have eyes on him?
Yeah,
I think I saw him.
Really?
yeah, he's there.
Wow.
Dude, I got to tell you again, it was against high school kids, but his arms are long as fuck. Like, dude can really play.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been really interested to see him like against actual like Kentucky's opponents.
I don't think.
I'm sure Fab would have been interested in that too, as a Kentucky fan.
Yeah, I would have. I don't think we would have lost to St. Peter's if we had a guy like that. I think he could have helped us out in that game. What do you guys think about Benedict Mathurin to the Pistons? I think that could be a decent fit. He's an undersized wing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just looking at the best available here, and if I'm the Pistons, I'm not really. I mean,
he's been rising. He's been rising up a lot of people's boards. Like,
I like Benedict a lot.
I wrote him up in going to New Orleans at 8. That's me kind of just hoping that happens more than anything, because that's the only other team I follow besides Boston. But I could see them reaching for him, but I would almost see if they would go down, trade down to like literally 2 or 3 spots, try to see if they can get like a future second rounder, or just sort of think like, well, if all of our guys are gone and we don't want to try to develop somebody from nothing, or force like a Jaden Ivey fit next to Cade, because I agree, I don't think that really works.
All right, yeah, the pick is in. I gotta stop looking. Jaden Ivey.
Wow.
Really?
Did it.
Alien
Hayes. Sorry,
if
bud.
he stays there.
I mean, yeah, they might be shopping that. Best player available, try to shop it.
100%.
I think they should hold on to him. Personally, Ivy is the guy I'm highest on in the draft. That's probably a lot to do with the fact that I've actually seen him play live. You guys know me, huge IU guy. I was rooting. I've chanted things at Jaden Ivey in Assembly Hall that would shame the devil. Like, I've said some pretty heinous stuff to Jaden Ivey, but the guy's just a ball player. Insane athleticism, insane shot making ability. When we were playing Purdue, it was like no matter where he pulled up, every time it went up, you just had that expectation it was going in. Like, he's nothing like Steph Curry, but that's kind of what he felt like in the Big Ten. Like, he was just an absolute demon. Step back threes, dunking all over us. Did end up beating him. He missed like a 40-footer and he almost banked it in to beat us at Assembly Hall. And even then, I was like holding my breath for every second, because guy's just a different breed. I love his intangibles. I wish he had slid to Indiana at 6, keep him in his home state. But I'm very high on Jaden Ivey. Insane to watch live, insane athleticism. I think he's going to explode in the NBA.
He improved so much in his shooting, and it was such measurable and noticeable improvement. And I think that's what sort of forced him into the top 5. Because again, I think like I said when I wrote up, I've thought both 1 through 3 and 4 through 6, it all felt like there was a decent crop of guys. Everybody's like, this is probably who's going to go here.
Yeah,
but they were all kind of
the order got jumbled
within those spots. And he improved so much as a shooter. Like, his athleticism is so because he's only 6'4". I mean, he's not
6'4", yeah.
He's a little undersized. That's a big knock against him. But I mean, his athleticism really makes up for it. He could jump out the gym.
Yeah,
he floats.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Who's there? Who do they start next to Cade right now in the backcourt?
They got
That's a great question. Let me brush up on my Pistons basketball real quick.
It's Corey Joseph and Cade, Sadiq Bey, Bagley, and Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart.
Oh, he could. I mean,
30-year-old Corey Joseph.
Compete with Corey Joseph. I feel like. I mean, he's still pretty serviceable. Toronto used him to all of his abilities before he left, pretty much. But.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Doesn't Corey Joseph have a ring? He was on the Raptors when they won, right?
Yeah,
I believe so.
How fat was that bag he had to be thrown to go out to fucking exile in Detroit? He must have thrown every dollar at him.
that's what I think about when I think of Olynyk leaving Miami. Like I was just thinking about like old Gonzaga guys and picks, and I was like, he left a sick backup situation to go like basically do the same thing on a team that is significantly worse.
Right.
And I don't know if he so much fits with what the Heat are doing now, but like you still like to think you're like he gave up a pretty good deal. And again, what did they pay him? The like $85 million or something like that for like 4 years. I mean, it was something really, really stupid.
So what are we thinking the Pacers are going to do here?
I think they go with Benedict.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I think you have to.
go Mathurin.
I'm surprised to see AJ Griffin ranked above Mathurin as I watched this little ticker go by with like Billis's best available or whatever.
AJ Griffin?
Dude, he's been all. I mean, I'm like,
he's everywhere.
Yeah, I watch a lot of college basketball, but I find myself watching a lot of Duke. And he is such an interesting player to me because he's not real quick, but he's such a good shooter, and he's such a big, solid body that like he kind of plays with his back to the basket, which is weird for a dude that's 6'6" in 2022. But
Jumbo Gary Trent Jr.
Jumbo Gary, one of the greatest draft comparisons I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's just all time stuff. Is the pick? Oh yeah, the pick is in.
Fab, did you hear that they're trying to Celtics might be trying to trade into the first round?
Yeah, for the Warriors pick.
Or is that what for 28?
28, yeah. I just looking at like what's probably going to be available down there. I'm just really hoping that's not the case.
Yeah, they don't need. I don't think they need to give up.
Because it would take Pritchard, Grant Williams, or like a combination of Pritchard, Williams, and Nesmith. Probably, I don't give a fuck about Nesmith, but I don't think getting rid of Peyton Pritchard or Grant Williams to try and draft another Peyton Pritchard or Grant Williams is really like worth anything. It's pretty stupid if you ask me.
Yeah, the only player I would really be cool with at that spot if he's still there is the guy that actually had the Warriors taking, that big dude from Arizona, because he can defend and he can shoot a little bit. And he's not like oversized and he can move, on a pick and roll or whatever. I think he's only like 225, 230. But yeah, same. I don't think, there's so little that we need to add as like a draft player, I think, where it's just like a free agent or a trade.
100%.
I don't know who it is. I just see it on my screen.
Oh, we were right.
Oh,
Benedict.
Benny.
He's going to be fun in that offense.
That's why we know ball. That's why we know ball, baby. Yeah,
this is a guy I definitely know the least about of the lottery guys, just because I don't watch the Pac-12 at all. But yeah, the intangibles fit.
Yeah, he's a freak. Like, I was hoping he was going to slide in New Orleans for sure. He's super legit. He can shoot. He can attack a closeout. He's super bouncy. He's like, what is he, 6'6"? Yeah,
6'6", 210.
The absolute weapon in open space.
Yeah, and I mean, I was a huge fan of the Tyrese Halliburton trade. I don't know how you couldn't be with how that whole thing went down. I think he's their point guard of the future. They really have something there. Yeah, I think they fit very well together. I'm excited.
And they can run. I mean, a backcourt of Brogdon, Halliburton, and this dude like coming downhill full speed at you, like that's those guys are putting you on your heels pretty much every time.
Yeah, all three can handle the ball. All three can shoot. It's more going towards that positionless basketball that's so huge in the league now. Those three are going to be scary together for sure.
Do you guys think Miles Turner is actually going to get traded? I don't think there's anyone who's ever been or ever had more trade rumors without actually getting traded in like the NBA history. It's every single year. It's just constantly everyone's like he's always being shopped, but he's never actually going to get traded.
I don't hate him.
Doesn't seem like anybody wants him.
I don't hate him to go to my Bulls, just because I think he gives just about the same production as we get from Gobert for much cheaper price tag. I think that's kind of his appeal on the trade market right now is, hey, you get 80% of Gobert for what, like 40% of the price? What's his contract?
I mean, what would be a package you'd build around, like, say you swap him and Vucevic? Is that where you'd start that package for them? Like,
Oh yeah, I want Vucevic out of here.
yeah. I wonder how
Kobe
close you
White.
could get to 1-for-1.
Kobe White. That's a guy we could toss out there. I've been wanting to trade him since before the deadline. I don't know, but we should probably just go ahead and save our assets because we're going to trade for Kevin Durant. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, you guys got enough to trade for him, that's for sure.
So I'm kind of offended right now that Shaedon Sharpe is still on the board. I'm really hoping Portland pulls the trigger here. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be funny and fun.
Yeah, I think they're gonna end up going with Jalen Duren here.
That would be an interesting pick. Not bad. It would be a reach, I think. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their.
Do they go with Usman, Dieng?
Josh Hart.
There's another dude I can't pin his location down at all.
I don't know where he can go anywhere from like now till 20.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe. I don't know.
I get they've been.
I think the Spurs love him though.
That dude Dyson Daniels has been talked about with the Blazers a lot. I know so little about him, but
yeah,
I like the G League.
He was an interesting dude. He was an interesting dude to watch film on for sure because he like can kind of shoot, but not really. But is good at a lot of other stuff. And he's like 6'7", and everybody's like, I think I heard someone make a comparison to Evan Turner, and I was like, at what point in his career? Like Evan Turner when he's coming out of Ohio State, because that's not bad. But like Evan Turner as he was on a downhill in Boston, nobody really.
What a career Evan Turner had.
I hated him in Boston.
Do you remember when he posted? There was an Instagram story he put up at one point. That was just like a reposting of that 2014 roster or something like that.
Yeah,
and he was just like, we were grimy as hell, but we were fun. And I was like, I didn't need to be reminded of that. Team.
Yeah, just gross, grossness. I'm very interested to see what the Trailblazers do here. Is Dame there to stay?
Oh,
is Dame's not leaving?
Why don't you ask Dame? Oh no, give it 5 minutes, he'll tell you.
I was gonna say they'd have to drag him out kicking and screaming, which is like insane because he definitely could have gone to so many winning situations.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even think it's a got that dog in him move anymore. I think he just like hates moving. Maybe he just doesn't enjoy relocating.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is there state income tax in fucking?
It's got to be pretty high in Portland.
Oh, in Oregon.
Where is Portland? Oregon. That's right.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think of it. I just drew such a blank.
Well, I used to get so confused because there's Portland, Maine. That's like really famous too.
Yeah.
And so when people would say Portland, and they'd always like reference the sea. I'd be like, oh, Portland, Maine. That's like on the sea, kind of. That's nice, right? But then I was like, no, Portland, Oregon. It just confused me. And then I finally realized there's just two commonly known places, both on different coastlines, named Portland. So that was fun. But talking about them, I really like Anthony Simons.
Oh, yeah.
He's an exciting piece moving forward after getting legit playing time last year.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a weird situation when he was coming out of IMG and he like kind of just didn't go to college and then entered the draft. And yeah, now he's like really solid. What is he, like 6'4"? I mean, he's still pretty young. So
yeah, he just turned 23.
Downstairs.
Close that, please.
Yeah.
Living at home moment.
Gotta love it.
It happens to me too.
Oh yeah,
brutal.
Do you think who do you think is the most likely team to trade out of their pick? Are there any rumblings about that?
Honestly, I could see the Pelicans doing it, depending on what they decide they need. Because it genuinely seems like Zion enjoys being there. So if that's the case, then they have a lot to work with around him. I mean, they really kind of just need guys that can stand around and shoot.
Mm-hmm. Pick is in.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? Gotta be fucking. We would have heard something.
Kentucky Wildcat legend.
Did he just go?
Sharp.
Let's go.
That's electric.
Wait, did you have a future on him under 10 or something, Mir?
No, I just love him.
Oh, I thought you had
I
thought
love
you had
him
him.
so much just because I know nothing. I mean, I've heard he's had incredible practice tape, and his high school tape is fun. But I just love him. He's such a mystery. I think I tweeted at Lebowski earlier. He reminds me of J.R. Smith with an Infinity Gauntlet. It could be good. It could
Dude,
be
I was
great.
obsessed
It could
with
be
that.
amazing. It could be the worst thing we've ever seen.
Yeah, he's an all-time risk reward guy because like a lot of people are like, no, if he develops, he could be the best player in the whole draft by like a considerable margin. Just
I've heard a lot of buzz that
what
he's
he
the best
plays.
prospect in the draft.
Oh my god, I love him.
He's something else to watch because again, like his arms are so weirdly long and like he can shoot, but he can also just like it's one of those long arm guys like Ingram where they kind of just like are driving to the basket and then they just sort of stick their arm out around the guy to make a layup.
Yeah, just impact shots.
Yeah, exactly.
His wingspan is crazy. He's got like a 7-foot wingspan. He's 6'5".
Yeah.
I'm excited to just watch him play basketball. Honestly, like
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah.
I just would like to see him.
The high school highlights look great, but if we went off high school highlights, Andrew Wiggins would be in the Hall of Fame by now.
Correct.
Which I mean, I picked a hell of a time to slander Andrew Wiggins coming off an NBA Finals when he was their second best player.
NBA
But
Andrew
I would have gone with like Akil Carr. Akil Carr would be in the NBA if highlights
yeah,
went everything.
who has the best? What is the best mixtape from the worst like NBA player? Like who had the best mixtape that made you think they were Jordan, but they just turned out to be ass?
Akil Carr.
It's a cheap shot because of injuries, but I have to say Harry Giles just because he looked like he would, like the original. Like he looked like he was Giannis in high school, but then he would just like also pull up from three. Oh no, Thon Maker.
Maker, yeah. What about Seventh Woods?
I was
Remember
just gonna
Seventh
say
Woods?
you just stole my pick. Seventh Woods was it.
Was...
I thought he was next up. He was at North Carolina, I think, just off the hype of his tape. Transferred to South Carolina. Didn't really even play there.
I didn't even know he transferred.
Oh,
it goes to show how
Cassius Stanley's in the league now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a crazy mixtape. I remember like before he went to Duke, because again, he was one of those guys where he was like, I don't really know why he went to Duke. Like he sort of stuck out amongst the type of guys that they brought in. Like he was way more just kind of like a lob threat, random bucket kind of guy.
I had this is a big confession a few summers ago, like summer 2018, on one of my playlists, one of the songs was BBB by Lonzo Ball off of the Born to Ball album. Not the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's my point guard, baby.
There you go. I love what Lonzo's become in Chicago.
I miss that dude in New Orleans. Him and Zion was so fun. So fun.
I'm okay. Do you guys see the pics of Zion? What they dropped today, where everyone's like, "Oh, you were doubting on him, and now he looks ripped." I'm not buying into it, but
yeah, I was gonna say that happens every time. That's like their go-to marketing campaign on Instagram. But I'm interested to see. Team needs healthy Zion. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, you guys. These guys are pros. Oh, pick is in. Let's see.
I like doing it like prematurely before we actually know who's picked.
Okay.
But it says pick is in. I'm just doing the noise. The pick is in. We just aren't sure who it is. Fab's not here to spoil it for us.
Let me pull up Woj. Australia's Dyson Daniels.
I figured, yeah, he can. Yeah, again, so he's a very unique playmaker.
We got
he came. He's off of Ignite, right?
Yeah.
The G League.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy. I don't know a lot about him. Like I was saying, he's one of the guys I know the least about. But his length, around. And again, I think there's a world where he sort of filled what Lonzo was doing.
We have a question: who won the lottery? I'm assuming they mean like the high lottery because we're through the high lottery now. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who won?
I mean, objectively, the Magic won the lottery, didn't they? They got first overall.
I'm going to say it was the Rockets getting Jabari Smith to follow them.
Yeah, well, are we saying like who won the draft or who won the lottery? I'm
I
confused by the
said
question.
who won the lottery. I was just interpreting it as like
Maybe who won the
high
Powerball
lottery
last
so
night?
far. Yeah, like give me that.
Wait, who got picked? Oh, Dyson Daniels.
Dyson Daniels out of Australia.
Dante Exum Jr.
Oh, don't say
Oh,
that.
not a comparison. I would love if I'm
Oh,
the old Dysonator.
that was cheap. Fair, maybe.
That was a low blow. That was low hanging fruit. I know Dyson's a long time listener. He's gonna probably listen to this back tomorrow.
Great
sorry,
suit,
Dyson.
though. I'm just now seeing the video. Great suit. Just mostly because it looks insane, in the vein of this is.
I'll
not
be right
what
back,
a suit
fellas.
Look like.
Right. How tall is he?
6'7", I think.
He's named after a vacuum. If he was like a tall guy, that would be a good nickname, like the Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Oh, if he was like a great shot blocker or something like that. Yeah, that plays. That definitely plays.
That would be sick. I don't really know anything about this guy.
Is he wearing fake contacts?
Is he?
I don't know. He's got those eyes that look like he's wearing like eye color changing contacts.
He's
got cool eyes.
Interesting. Yeah. Elite floater. Okay.
Yeah. What is? Are we really highlighting?
We love that. We love a guy with a good floater.
This tape is not the best I've seen.
Oh, they're definitely chasing.
That was just
they're definitely chasing Lonzo.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a few seconds. I'm seeing elite floater right now. That's an elite floater. Holy shit!
They're definitely chasing
Flacco on the court.
But did he graduate from the Tony Parker School of Floaters though? Is the real question, and the answer is no. The answer is no.
Yeah, you have to enroll in the Tony Parker School of drawing fouls too, though. If you're gonna, you have to get the 2-for-1 if you're gonna go to the floater school.
That's true. That is true. All right, so we got Spurs on the clock here. What do we?
I think they're gonna go Dieng. I've heard. Not that I've heard from like people I've just seen online that they love him.
Yeah, same. That again though, like we were saying earlier, his projections have been all over the place. I mean, even as I was finishing stuff up this morning, I was seeing boards with him in like 20, but also here, and then like the Thunder again at 12, and I think the Knicks maybe in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Spurs are in such a weird place, especially now that DeJounte
He seems
Murray.
like such a Spurs player, though. Even like if I didn't know the draft order or anything, and I just watched this guy, and I'd be like, "This seems like a guy who should play for the Spurs."
Yeah, agreed. And not just because he's not from the United States.
No, but that does kind of play a factor.
If I'm the Spurs, I'm confused as to why the Spurs are wanting to move on from DeJounte Murray. I'm a big fan of him.
I love him.
Me too.
I don't really understand that.
Walker.
Yeah, I'm very high on Keldon Johnson as well. Obviously, a Kentucky guy. I think he doesn't really get talked about a lot, like a whole lot. A lot of people.
He's great.
A lot of people who don't like follow the NBA like in depth probably wouldn't know who he is. He's a stud. Then you got Jakob Poeltl. He has a game named after him. You can't let go of a guy like that.
Of course not.
Nobody else in the NBA can really say that.
I like Devin Vassell too. Like he's nothing incredible, but like he's a solid, just like guy, a solid piece to have on your team that's still young.
I forgot that they have Romeo Langford too.
They sure do.
Celtic legend. I wish Rick was here.
That was quite a trade. Yeah, true. Indiana
Hoosier.
legend.
And Trey Jones. Everybody forgets about Trey Jones. Are the Jones brothers done at Duke? Like we're out of Jones brothers, right? Until they're kids now.
I don't think there's any more.
That's one of those ones you're like
Tyus, Trey, and Ty. It was 3 total, like in the past 5 or 10
Was there
years,
3
right?
of them? I thought there was only 2
of them.
Was
only
there
2.
3?
Oh, maybe it was
Trey
only 2.
And Tyus?
Yeah, I think it was just Trey and Tyus.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm the Spurs here, I think this Dang guy. Is it Dang or Dieng? Jiang? I just want to call him like Gorgie Jiang.
I was gonna say I never knew how to pronounce that dude's name. That's Pelicans legend from the dark times of like Omer Asik and Alexis Ajinça and Tyreek Evans. But We had
That's
Gorgie
Louisville legend Gorgie Jane.
Speaking of legends, about to enter the stream, everybody's favorite college football podcaster, gambler, fan of various forms of potatoes.
Knower of ball.
Knower of ball. Knower of numerous ball.
In many forms. Ball in many forms.
And other things. Knower of other things as well. The Potato Gobbler. Welcome, sir.
What's going on?
PG. We can't see you right now, but we can hear you.
Okay, well, hey, that works. I don't know what's going on. I'm on my laptop. You know, it's dinner time. Baby PG's going hard in there, so he's doing a little screaming. So I figured I'd move in here and be a little more quiet. And I got the TV going. I'm just getting caught up to the draft. I didn't get to catch a lot because I was mowing the grass, but I saw that the 3 that I tweeted out this morning went in order. So, that's all good. The problem is, though, I hedged out when I saw Woj's tweet about, he had the order differently. I think he had Smith going at 1. So I hedged out of. So anyway, I didn't make as much as I should have, but I've made out pretty good. Always a good thing. So just hanging out.
How do you like Chet in OKC?
So it's interesting, man, because I was kind of hating on him a little bit, but today, I did that classic thing as a fan where you watch a lot of tape and you get yourself hyped about a guy. I think he is really like freakish, obviously with his size and his skill. It's just that we have Poku, who's like kind of similar. He's another guy who's 7 foot.
They kind of look the same too.
They even look similar.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've tried to get really hype, and I have. And so it's just one of those things. I think I wanted to win right away, which is why I wanted Paolo. But it is what it is. I still think in Presti we trust. We've got one of the best GMs in sports, and he knows what he's doing. We just got to get some weight on these guys. So we'll see how that goes. But that's really our big thing: is can we add mass? That's the big Thunder question going forward.
You guys get to pick again at 12 too.
Yep.
Soon. And then
coming up
32. You got the last one too, right?
Something like that, yeah. And then we have like 34 as well. So it's like it's the second one in the second round. So
I'm surprised to see EJ Liddell on people's boards so high. I'm seeing him as like whatever 8th best available right now or something. And I had him going much later. Like
so I figured out
I
figured out why my camera's not working. It's because my blinder thing's closed. So there I am.
There you
go. There we go. What's up,
Here's
PG?
Baby PG.
What does he think about? Does he like Chet?
He's a big Chet guy. He's one of the main ones that talked me into him. He loves his ability around the rim on defense. He's a shot blocker, obviously, but he also has offensive skills. So he was a big factor in why I kind of got talked into this pick, and we're both feeling good about it going forward. So things are
pick
good.
Is in.
Oh. For the first time all night, I have perfect clarity on my TV. This is unbelievable.
We do have a question. Michael Scott first says, "Go Bills," and then he says, "Where's Rick?" Rick is currently puking because he had like 3 or 4 light beers before the show, guys. Not feeling great.
Not illegal.
He's probably to return with a tummy ache.
He will be back for the people. You better
He's in the locker room getting treatment right now.
So we got the Spurs select Jeremy. What is it? Sochan or Sokin?
Oh,
Sokin?
I think it's
this
Sokan,
dude can play.
Socon? Yeah. I like this guy a lot.
Me
He's
too.
got a lot of experience playing already.
I had Charlotte taking him with their first one. This dude can guard everybody. He's like 6'9", super long arms, good rebounder. Guards, like he can guard centers, he can switch on to this dude's legit. And he also, now that I see it, definitely seems like the type of guy they'd have in San Antonio.
100%.
Yeah, he's your
hair too.
Yeah. He's your typical Baylor player, I feel like, too. Just a great defender, good fundamentals. Big guy.
Good athlete.
Yeah, like Kowalski said, he's a good defender. He's super versatile. He's just a dude with a really high floor. He's only 19, right? Yeah, in the Spurs system, we've seen him develop guys like this. And like I said, he's got a ton of playing experience already. Not my favorite pick, but a good pick. Good pick for the Spurs.
I bet that they're going to try to get there. I wonder if they are hearing that their guy Dieng or whatever is going to fall, because they also have like 3 first-round picks, I think. They have 20 and 25. They have a Celtics pick.
They do. Yeah, they have 20 and 25. Yeah. Okay.
PG, good to see you, brother.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
back,
I'm in here
Rick.
chilling.
Oh wow,
We got a full
We had
house.
questions about where you were.
the audio quality on that mic is insane, PG. I feel like you're whispering in my ear right now.
That's good. That's good. I'm holding it real close. I don't have my stand because
Yeah.
I'm on the couch, so I'm just holding it.
What's your setup? You chilling with the wife and the baby, or?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He makes an
Oh.
appearance.
Hey,
He
Come
heard
on.
his name.
He
Oh
loves
my
it.
gosh!
Hey.
Whoa!
You guys got to laugh at
Listen
him.
to
That's
that
good.
that was
laugh!
ball.
Oh my god, that was such a cute little giggle. Thank you for
He
that.
loves it. He loves it.
Oh,
We're
we
playing
know
with
that
blocks.
guy is born for the camera. He's a future star in the making, whatever he does. What I miss in the draft here, fellas?
Where did you
Spurs
leave?
drafted a young international guy, to everyone's surprise.
Oh
The
wow!
dude from Baylor, Sochan or whatever.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
him as a prospect. Yeah.
Yeah. Where I think we're all pretty high on, it seems like.
Yeah, that's just such a coach or a Popovich move. Just classic Spurs stuff. He's going to be a stud, I imagine. He'll fit right in there.
For those wondering where I was, I had to go pull a trig and violently throw up. Still battling from last night. So whatever. If this podcasting grind was easy, everyone would do it.
That's right.
We got our boy Deej. He just tweeted at me. He missed the first part and wants to know what we think of Keegan Murray. Hopefully he's still tuned in. Deej, we all love the pick, man. I think we all said he's the most NBA ready prospect of the top guys. He's a plug and play right away type guy. Love that roster fit. I think he's going to kill it in the league. You know me. You and me, Deej, both huge Big Ten fellas. Live and breathe the Big Ten Conference. That guy was terrorizing Indiana. So I'm excited to see him in the league. I think that's a great place for him to land.
So do we think the Wizards look to maybe get a replacement they try to replace Beal right here? Or
That's what I was just asking myself. Are they just gonna like go Johnny Davis or someone like that?
I like Johnny Davis.
Shooting guard, small forward, buckets kind of guy, just because they're like, okay, so Bradley Beal's definitely leaving.
Yeah, it might just be because they've been shoving Johnny Davis down our throats with those Taco Bell commercials. But I like Johnny Davis a lot.
Do we get Agbaji?
I
I
mean,
he's got to come off the board here soon, right?
he's one of the best shooters in the draft. I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want a guy like that.
Next handful of picks, I think he's got to be off the board. We do have pick is in. Don't know who it is though. We needed Fab here to spoil him. He's back.
All right. I didn't have Twitter pulled up.
Wizards are focused on getting their young point guard. First off, I love how Woj phrases these to like avoid the direct rule where you can't like spoil it. So he does focused on, landing on, stands at the top of the draft board, focused on a top draft board, front runner. But the front one runner for the Wizards here is Johnny Davis out of Wisconsin, another Big Ten fella. Just lighting up the lottery, Conference of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
Keegan,
I like that.
Ivy, Davis.
I think it's a good fit.
Oh, Rick, you did miss us talking about your boy Romeo Langford.
Highest human alive. I'm not going to talk too much shit about Romeo because we know a lot of NBA execs and analysts and people with their ear on the ground in the league. We know they tune into the pod, so I won't say anything disparaging about Romeo. But shared a dorm with that guy. Have some stories. Not shared like a literal dorm, like we lived in the same building. Like I was on a different floor. The elevators, they don't even like let you go to the athletes floor in the dorm. So never interacted with him, but shout out Romeo. Romeo, come on, homeo.
We got a question for you, but we'll kick it around to all the boys. What's your light beer of choice? Rick, kick us off.
No questions asked. I'm a Miller Lite guy through and through. Great taste, less filling. Feel like that's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like if you're from Chicago, Miller Lite's just your default cheap light beer. But I'm a Miller guy.
Should we go around?
We're gonna go around the horn here. I mean, mine's obvious. Blue Light, You guys already know that. I don't think I've drank a light beer that wasn't Blue Light in like the last 2 years. It's not even a joke.
Am I next?
Yes, sir.
Very, very basic, sure, but gotta stick with the Bud Light here. You can't go wrong with the Bud Light. That's just my go-to. Not to diss any of the other your choices. I think those are great beers, but I always just stick with my Bud Lights.
Yeah, I actually am a Bud Light convert myself.
Okay.
It used to be my go-to before I discovered the great taste and less filling. Miller Lite. Sponsor us, Miller Lite, if you're out there.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor.
So
PG?
So I'm a Coors Light guy. I think
Mountains.
it's a regional thing. I really do, because like everyone around here. I mean, obviously people drink everything everywhere you go, but it's like more concentrated. You know, I see a lot of Coors here, so it's always on tap. It's usually cheap. I go with Coors Light, man.
Can't go wrong. Mountains
that
are blue.
That or Michelob. That's my two.
I like
trying
Michelob.
to watch the figure a little bit.
Yeah. Lebowski?
I got to match my boy Rick and go with the Miller Lite. Great tasting, less filling. I like up here is all like basically just a random mix of cheap stuff, or everybody's trying to make their own stuff that is super expensive and all kind of tastes like shit. So yeah, pretty much landed on Miller Lite in college and pretty much hang with that one, I guess.
I like it. So we got the New York Knickerbockers here on the clock.
Next is OKC too, so this is a good spot here.
This is a good little spurt we're going on.
Got to be a big.
Jed said Rick wasn't on the athletes floor. No, I should have clarified. The frat intramural athletes actually had an RO in floor as well, and those were sealed off from the general public as well. So we had our own little bubble when COVID rolled around. Frat league, we take it very seriously. When we're in season, we're focused. Got to stay locked in.
If you're the Knicks, I can't imagine. Are you hitching your wagon to Julius Randle for much longer? Because I'm not.
I don't think you hitch your wagon to Tom Thibodeau much longer. Which I love Tommy Tibbs. He was the head coach for like my favorite memories as a basketball fan. Those Bulls of the early 2010s that just like everyone played 48 minutes a night and they were just trying to beat the shit out of you. I loved Tibbs. Loved watching that grindy, gritty style of basketball in the 2010s. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore, and it didn't really work since he drew it up to win the Celtics their ship in 08.
I was going to say, Fab and I get to claim Thibodeau as well.
Yeah. I think this is pretty much what you can expect for Thibodeau in any head coaching job, which, I mean, he's probably definitely not getting another one after this, but you have 1 year where the team really buys into that mindset. They really buy into the Tibbs, sweat it out, hustle, grit it out mindset. Then after that, his offensive liabilities get exposed, drawing up that scheme. After that, the players, they start losing. They start checking out of that system, which needs you to be bought in. And it gets ugly, and that's exactly what we saw from a disinterested Knicks team last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Knicks were not great. I mean, we had some great side talk action. I guess that's the best thing to come out of the Knicks season. But we do have some comments from the people in the chat. Shout out to everybody chatting, everybody watching. We love you. What do we got here? Griff Vegas, what up? Thanks for tuning in. Rick,
shout out Griff Vegas.
Confirmed was not on the athletes floor.
The separate athletes floor, the more esteemed athletes floor is what I was on.
Of course. And Rick, will you wake up Jonathan Fry's mom? Tell her to call him back, please.
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right.
She's right beside me. I'm trying to be quiet, not to wake her.
No comment here. Hunter looks like he stores the bodies. Here we go.
That was not what I thought they meant. Like they literally think that you're hunting MILFs. That's a tough scene.
Fab, how much DMT you have left?
Yeah, Fab got the DMT. I'm a volunteer firefighter, MILF hunter. Hunter, bottomless in that robe. I don't know what that means, and I think that's a compliment. I like that.
Hey, it's a short day. We'll flash it back to 2020, the Zoom meeting. Oh, haha, isn't it funny that everybody's wearing dress shirts and shorts to work? What a weird time that was.
That's so weird. I don't know if anyone has the pick spoiled. Fab, you got a few seconds to look it up while I play us in. Fuck State Farm.
The New York Knicks select New Zealand Breakers forward Usman Dieng.
Oh, okay.
Averaged
I like it.
8.9 points per game on 51% from the field for the Breakers.
Okay.
Dieng was interesting. I liked him to the Spurs. We said he can go anywhere from 7 to 20. He goes what is this, 12?
11.
11.
11, yeah.
Interesting.
I've been seeing that the Knicks have been they're looking to shop Alec Burks and Fournier. They're trying to clear up space for Jalen Brunson.
Ooh.
I just
which
like
I thought was interesting.
Do none of you guys have audio from like the actual draft?
I'm not playing it right
No.
now. I'm just watching.
Me neither.
I would just like everybody. I have it on a little in the background. Tremendous boos from the Knicks faithful. In the
Hey,
crowd.
let's go.
Really?
Tremendous boos.
Really?
Oh,
You
well,
gotta
is there
fit
like stats about him or like things about him? He did train with his idol Paul George in August of 2021. So he's ready to go, guys.
They're in New York, right?
Yeah, Barclays.
Oh
Brooklyn.
God. Oh God. That's a
Gotta
disaster.
feel bad for the kid walking into that
This
meat
poor
grinder.
kid.
That sucks.
They were gonna
Kids
boo
like
everybody,
that.
right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it doesn't
probably.
matter who they were taking.
Yeah.
Gotta
They
think
probably-
that the Hornets will get Jalen Duren or Mark Williams because they got 13 and 15, right? You get just some
think
big
so,
lob
yeah.
Something like that.
type.
Yeah.
I don't know who the Thunder are gonna take here. You never really know with them. I could see
Yeah.
them taking something random like Duren
Yeah.
from Memphis, but he's
like
not really
Duren.
their kind of guy. I like him, but
Give me AJ Griffin.
yeah,
That's who I have him taking right here. Yeah, this was where I landed for him. Who again, like same thing, like 9 to 20, pretty much.
okay.
So we got I like AJ Griffin too. Jumbo Gary Trent going to OKC. I think that's a good fit. I definitely can't. I like Duren, but I can't see them taking Chet and then Duren.
No,
And
yeah, they wouldn't.
That wouldn't make a
Plus
whole lot of
I agree.
sense.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know though,
just-
because I think if you're the Thunder, you're just kind of you have all these picks. You just shoot best player available, and you just pray to God that 2 of these
Fair.
20 picks end up
some of them
being
work out.
MVP level players.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, it worked out once and
Yeah.
Oh.
didn't end great, but
That you see the proposed trade just
No.
flash across for this dude Dieng, proposed trade with OKC. I wonder if it's just
Oh.
11 for 12.
See, that would make sense because the Thunder love these international dudes that played overseas. That
Mm-hmm.
he's a
And
French
that's
guy
a-
that played
that's
in
a
Australia.
Sense kind of.
I feel like-
He's
Yeah.
a friend.
Yeah,
I
can
feel
go
like
on
those are.
wing, shoot a little bit, and
I feel like the reason OKC does that is because I think if you didn't come up around like the American basketball scene, you're probably more likely to like sign a long-term contract and like want to be in OKC. Like we saw it happen with Giannis. He came over from nowhere, Greece, and he was perfectly happy to settle down Milwaukee long-term. Jokic is going to stay in Denver for as long as they want to pay him a max deal. I think that's exactly the blueprint because these, foreign guys are, for whatever reason, it seems like to me they sign like long-term deals in the smaller markets more often.
yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's just more comfortable. It's small towns or Oklahoma City is like nothing. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been there, but
Never.
I could see a guy who's kind of not from a big city loving Oklahoma City because they would get
I know a
recognized
guy.
and it'd
I
be
know a
great.
guy from not a big city. He's from a little place we call the Daigua here in Western New York, from the shores of Lake Canandaigua. It is Captain Ferdinand. Welcome, buddy.
Oh wow!
Hey, how are
I'm
you?
killing it with these guest transitions tonight. I'm
Those
just
are so
patting
good.
myself on the back.
What's up, Ferd?
We got a nice little 6-way
How we
going now.
doing?
We'll see how this goes.
This shirt is so
Love
tight.
the jersey. You're really repping, huh?
Yeah, it's all
Official
I can afford
official
at the
merch
moment.
dropping soon. You can find the
Graphic
link to
design
those
is my
on our
passion.
website. Yeah, we can find the link to those on our website. Fair warning, they're not produced. We're just gonna have Captain make more of those in his room with a Sharpie. So feel free to
Yeah,
order.
you don't want to know the process. It's not good.
Oh,
We're good. I tried making
Yeah.
Captain
wow.
in the big
dude, this is
screen.
like
I don't know how to do it.
This is like the Octo Cam on Red Zone, but instead of touchdowns being scored, it's just 6 guys who know ball.
right.
Just a bunch of ball knowers hanging out. 6 dudes, 1 court. What could
6
happen?
dudes, 12 balls.
What
one
the
I
fuck
hate
knowledge.
this guy. Get this guy off my screen.
What's going on in
Chet
chat,
Holmgren.
bro?
What a bum.
We got
Okay. I've got a pick spoiler here for OKC.
Okay. Let's go.
OKC wants Santa Clara's Jalen Williams with pick 12.
Oh, that's kind of a reach.
But see, here's the
Yeah,
thing,
I feel
though.
like that's a reach.
It says the Thunder. The Thunder still had the 12th pick, so they did trade multiple picks to New York to get that number 11 pick. But the number 12 pick right now is not in that package. So they got the
Oh, interesting.
2, 11, and 12 of this draft.
Wow.
So they went up there and got a guy, I guess, somebody that they had their eye on. Because, like you said, I
Yeah.
don't think he was on Jay Billis's best available.
Did he?
So-
Did they
Wait.
dump? Did they dump that? Did they dump that? Oh shit. What the hell is
Lou
it?
Dort.
Yeah. No. The 30th pick, that Phoenix pick. Did they?
It
Was that part
says-
of it? Or?
It says the Thunder send multiple first round picks to New York. You'd have to assume
no.
if they've already had 3 picks in this first round, that's probably one of them.
Yeah.
And they had an extra one for next year too. So it may have been one of the ones for next year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could. The way the NBA is, they probably threw a 2027 protected
Yeah.
first on at the tail end, and just get to break the news as 2 first.
Wait, so
Jalen Williams here would be a serious reach. That's way higher than most people had him, I guess, right?
Yeah, he's definitely not anywhere on Jay Billis's best available. So we're scrolling back a ways.
so what just happened? The Thunder traded.
For that last pick, for number
the Thunder
11.
got the last 2 guys.
They got
Yeah.
Dang and whoever they're
Yeah.
about to pick.
And this is supposed to be
Okay.
Jalen
Okay.
Williams.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's
Okay.
like
That's
Not
who they
Jalen Williams.
want. That's
Yeah,
what
to
OKC
quote
wants.
Woj,
Yeah.
we don't know.
That's just who they want.
Yeah,
Who's,
I mean,
who's stopping them?
kind of going against the grain with what we were talking about OKC here. This guy was like a 3-year starter in college, kind of more of an NBA ready guy as opposed to a raw prospect. I think he can be your backup too, probably right off the jump,
Yeah.
or backup 1. I mean, yeah, pretty NBA ready. Got a ton of minutes under his belt. Great jumper, solid playmaker.
He didn't look too excited, but maybe
yeah.
he's crying. Maybe he's crying. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I don't know. Like I said, if you're an American, or wait, is this kid?
Yeah, it's from Santa Clara, so
Yeah, no, he's got to be. Yeah, I mean, probably not too pumped to be going to Oklahoma City instead of.
if you're from
No
California,
offense, PG. Oh, he's from
get
college
out
in
of-
Santa Clara, bro.
now he's in Oklahoma City.
But at
He'll
the same
love
time, he was
Bricktown.
on the board. The Hornets, the Cavs, the Hornets. Yeah, you're either going to Charlotte or Cleveland after that. So
Yeah, we'll see.
Charlotte could
6'5", 209.
Jalen Williams is the first Bronco drafted since Steve Nash in 1996.
We got ourselves the next
Wow.
Steve Nash. You heard it here first.
First
on the Rick and
reported.
Fab No Ball stream.
Yes, sir.
Go.
To me, the Hornets go Duren here, right?
Yeah.
If they do these 2 picks right, they could be in really good shape this season. I think if they get a shooter and a rim protector who can like catch lobs,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be in good shape because they kind of want to not trot out Mason Plumlee, I would imagine. Maybe they do, but
They love Mason Plumlee.
I hate Mason Plumlee forever. Just for
Yeah.
so many rebound props. Just I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can't be trotting out Mason Plumlee anymore. You got Montrez and Terry coming off the bench. If they get Duren here, and then they have 2 picks from now. They pick again.
hmm
So yeah, the Hornets are in good shape here. I can't imagine they don't take Duren with one of them. Probably this one.
yeah,
I was
I
going
don't
to
think
do
they
some
thought they'd
highlight
get-
tape stuff, but we're going to wait.
Oh, you got highlights pulled
Yeah.
up? That's actually sick.
Yeah, I think let's see how we can do this real quick.
Ooh.
So this is Jalen Williams. Just some highlight
Hey.
tape.
Whoa,
I don't
whoa,
think
whoa,
many of
whoa.
us are watching University of Santa Clara this year.
I didn't see
Get a
much
feel.
West Coast conference.
I remember watching this tournament. I was locked into the WCC.
Of course.
I actually bet on Santa Clara that game. They did not cover.
That's a sick court. They have a sick
court is
That is
sick.
cool.
It must be in San Diego with the palm
German
trees.
for whale vagina.
I mean, it looks like he can shoot.
Yeah, that looks like a very. I don't know about you guys. That jumper looks pure.
That's a good.
It's
That's a
buttery.
good stroke.
He's got
Battery.
some
And-
arms.
oh yeah, catch
Oh
and
my
shoot,
God.
pull up.
Oh, well, Hezzy.
guy
They
should have
were
been number one
they
overall.
They were ranked for a good amount of the year down in Santa
Mhm.
Clara too. They were. Didn't they beat Gonzaga at some point?
I think
Could have happened.
So, Gonzaga lost
Yes,
a
they
conference
did.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain.
Does anyone know what their mascot is? Santa Clara? Are they the banana slugs?
They
They
might
might
be the
be the
ones that are the
banana
slugs.
slugs. Yeah.
There's a slug over there somewhere.
The logo, their logo is so electric.
Oh, they're the
Santa-
Broncos. I already said that. Yeah.
Who's
That's
the
way
banana
less fun.
slugs?
The banana slug.
They have a good baseball team. I know that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
The
UC
pick is
Santa
in.
Cruz.
Santa Cruz.
Pick is
Potato gobbler. You just went third. How do
What
you
was that?
feel? PG
I
just
win.
went
I win the
13.
draft. Let's
PG to the
go.
Hornets.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh,
they have
shit.
Oh, man.
Wait, what happened?
Going down
The
I'm
the
not
Hornets
ball
took
boys.
PG 13th overall.
I mean,
That's awesome, man.
I've
You should
been
probably
in
get
better
off this
shape.
call.
I know. I need to go work out. In fact, I'm gonna have to
You gotta
do
get
that,
your bag.
guys. A lot of work to be done. I'm excited to go to Charlotte, though. I did stop off in an airport there. I had a nice beer, so very
Yeah.
excited about Charlotte. But
They
love you
must have
guys.
watched
Thanks
your
for having
tape.
me on. Yeah, pull up my tape while I go. Thanks for having me on, boys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks for
Rick
stopping
and
by,
Fab, no
PG.
See
Love
PG.
you.
Love you.
PG
Peace,
knows
boys.
ball.
Yeah,
Love
bro,
you.
love you.
Wait, I'm still
Wow.
confused. What just happened with that bit there?
PG
don't
got
know.
drafted.
PG just got drafted. He had to leave.
I ruined Ferd's
He's
bit by
going to
playing
Charlotte.
Oh.
Pick is in sound.
I
and
thought-
so we
I thought,
we
like-
were all just confused.
I thought like an actual guy named PG got drafted, so I kept like refreshing. I don't know what. That's a little sass bit though.
that was
a Hall of Fame little sass video.
That was
Remember
like one of the best videos I've ever seen. Like I don't usually like see videos and send them to people to also be like, "Hey, watch this video. It's funny." But that was one of them.
Because nothing worse when you show someone a video and they don't laugh.
They don't laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a thumbs up react. Like you fucking shit. I went out of my way.
Yeah,
to
it's
share
more
this
it's
with
more
you.
risky in person than digitally, I suppose.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're holding the phone there and you're just kind of like waiting, and it's like, okay, maybe it's not. as
You're
funny as I
waiting for the
thought.
laugh and it just never comes.
Yeah, you're watching them watch the video.
Yeah. Wait, no. This is the good part. This is a good part. Watch, and then you just isn't the good part to those people.
Oh,
Lots of teams trying to trade. What do the Rockets have? What's their next pick?
what up, Low City? How we doing, brother?
Shout out Low City.
Shout
Shout
out.
out Low City. Houston is slated at pick 17.
And then 26.
Okay. Um,
Oh yeah,
Because
'cause they I think they agreed to that trade with the Mavs ahead of time. I could not figure out what was going on, but I think it's like technically the Mavericks drafting, but the Rockets have.
And then immediately, yeah. It's just weird. I hate that shit.
breaking
This
news.
Hornets roster is electric.
We
Sorry,
know
go ahead.
ball. The Charlotte Hornets have selected Jalen Duren.
Oh,
Oh,
We know
Breaking.
ball.
Yep. Sure
you
That
need to
makes-
let me. You need
Oh,
to
did
let
I-
me play the music.
Oh, did I?
no,
cut the
no,
fucking
you're good.
music?
It's fine. We got the music out.
Hey,
Let me see that
folks, can we
Jalen
go
Duren.
around the horn here and
Yeah.
everybody do their impression of the pick is in sound?
Yeah, who wants to go first?
I got it.
Fab, we'll start with you.
Okay, Fab,
Okay,
you
go
go.
ahead.
Da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na.
Love that. Okay.
I'm gonna try to whistle it.
Oh, I should. That's a good idea. Ooh,
That was weak.
I like that one. That wasn't bad.
I'm gonna put some soul into it. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's good. That was good.
that was
I
That's
love
tough to follow. That's tough to follow for sure. I'll see if I can match MereKat with the whistle. I'll go with the whistle as well.
Oh no,
Ooh,
that was good.
That was a good whistle.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
We got to hear yours.
I
Go.
was gonna say, wait.
All right. How was that?
Jesus.
That'll make some people
Sorry to
jump.
our listeners with hearing aids,
Yeah, with
of which there are
headphones.
many.
That'll get
That's
Everyone
gonna-
headphones.
that'll get them going.
Huge in the hearing aid demographic.
Sorry, my
Jalen
TV's at
Duran.
99 volume.
Jalen Duran catching lobs from LaMelo. Sign me up for that. The guy's 6'10", athletic monster, jumps out of the gym. That's going to be electric.
A
Wingspan.
singular highlight. Jalen Durant can dunk.
He's just an absolute monster. I mean, depending on what happens with Gordon Hayward, I don't know if he'll be around, but I mean, LaMelo, Terry, Gordon, Miles, and Jalen. Like I said, Montrez coming off the bench, 6th man. They had Kelly Oubre. Like the Hornets were a fun team to begin with, and they just got, I think, more fun. I think they'll probably still be right on the cusp in the East. Maybe a playing team. Maybe they'll get a spot, but I'm excited for the Hornets.
I bet they
Excited
go.
for
Depends on if they hold on to Bridges, though.
That's true. Yeah. He wants the absolute bag, and he's gonna get it. Somebody's gonna give it to him if they don't.
That's the way of the world.
Or
if you don't pay your guys, the Sacramento Kings will.
Or he's
That's
gonna-
right.
This film has just been brought to my attention. This is 13th overall pick, Jalen Duran, absolutely massacring Chet Holmgren.
Good thing PG isn't here for this.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Oh God.
Dear Lord.
Oh no, Chet.
I
what
forgot.
Are you doing, baby?
Memphis really gave Gonzaga a ride in that game. I completely forgot about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Memphis was fun.
Yeah.
To go back to the mixtape question, what are the odds that since he kind of stopped growing and he's whatever, like 6'8", 6'9" now, is Imani Bates gonna be a better player than his mixtapes were? Some are asking.
He is a mystery like Shaden Sharp, man. I don't. He like came back for the tournament and Memphis got like exponentially worse, which like, I mean, he might look great on paper, but that tells me he doesn't really have the intangibles. Yeah, I don't really see him finding success in the league. I don't know if it's, I don't know what's going on with him. There's injury whispers, there's attitude whispers. Yeah, I don't see him panning out.
I think he went to the combine and he had like short arms or something like that, and everybody thought that was kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Cleveland.
Hate the short arms.
Cleveland
Tiny
just
hand, short arms, 1-1.
Yeah. Can't believe someone actually bought my ball gaze shirt from stop me. Oh God. So what I'm not sure, like if you're the Cavs here, you got a solid 5 of young guys: Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Mobley, Allen. You're just going for depth.
I mean, you
here.
got to go forward.
Are they going maybe Jumbo Gary Trent or?
I think this could be Agbaji too, if they kind of want.
Agbaji on the Cavs would be fun.
Yeah.
I have him going here or next, I think, because I think Charlotte likes him too, because they want to get shooters around LaMelo for obvious reasons.
Give me EJ.
He's been all over the people's boards too. I've seen him in some people's second rounds. EJ Liddell.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So
Uh-oh.
the Cavs are taking Agbaji.
Mhm.
The Knicks are trading Kemba Walker and something else for Jalen Duran.
Wow.
Back to Charlotte. Wow.
Back to the Hornets.
That sucks. I hate
Whoa,
it.
no. The Knicks.
Hornets fans are killing themselves. For
No,
that.
not the Hornets. The Knicks are trading Kemba Walker to Detroit. The Knicks acquired Jalen Duran and moved him with Kemba Walker to the Pistons. What is going on?
It's
NBA
draft night,
That's like every
baby.
team in the league.
Hot seat your boy
Q.
Beef Stew.
NBA is drunk tweet.
When I saw Duran, bro, I thought it said Durant, and I almost shit my pants. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for the facts to come out with this one.
Kemba
I have no
Walker
idea what's
for
going on.
KD straight up. Who says no?
Pick is in.
So,
No Knicks fans.
The
But
Celtics,
the-
the Celtics looking at the fact that they traded Al Horford for Kemba Walker, and they're like, Al Horford for KD? Who has more value? Some are asking.
yeah, Agbaji to the Cavs. I like that. I mean, he's lights out shooter. They got plenty of guys to space the floor out. I think that'll be a good fit.
Let me just say this: this guy is ecstatic to be going to the land.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyone I mean, you just can't wipe the smile off his face. Immediate contender.
Where was he projected? Is this
Around here, I think.
okay? Yeah, he was the fifth best available according to ESPN. Yeah, I mean they chose him over AJ Griffin, Terry Eason, or Tari Eason, whatever the fuck his name is. I like that guy too.
So AJ
and now-
Griffin's sliding now, I think, technically, right?
Yeah, I mean he's been number one on the top of the board for like the past like 5 or 6 picks, I think. Back to the Hornets here.
That's kind of a weird pick to me. They're so like big heavy and paint heavy and forward heavy. I know if you're the Cavs, you're not necessarily drafting for position. You're drafting probably best player available right now, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you play him at the 3? Do you move Laurie to the bench permanently and start him besides Mobley? I don't know.
Well, because they have Okoro too, and like Okoro's defense with Agbaji's offense is like the best player of all time. But they have both of them now, so I guess like, do you play them together or do you have Agbaji come off the bench? Because he's like, what is he, 22? I mean, he can come in and play right now. Right, he's a senior, or he was.
Yeah. Yeah, he's older. He played 4 years at Kansas.
Yeah.
So the Pistons sent the Hornets the 2025 first round pick that they got yesterday or whatever day it was in the Jeremy Grant deal.
The Portland pick.
Right. So I'm still so confused as to.
I have no idea what's happening with that trade. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm so locked in the screen. We have people in the chat thinking I was broken.
I saw that.
I'm just blind, guys.
I thought he was focus. I thought he was calling you a broke boy.
The next pick is the Hornets pick.
Broke boy.
Damn, that was fast.
Yeah, I love how fast the NBA draft moves compared to the NFL.
They must have hit the simulation button.
I'm getting to what's his face there. Soshan, they were down to like 20 seconds, I think.
The Hornets pick is in, Mere. This is an. The Hornets have selected Mark Williams from Duke.
As first reported by the Rick and Fab No Ball podcast.
So they take 2 centers.
Traded one of them. So I guess it's what are they?
Oh, that's right. Okay, so they got rid of Durant. Okay, so this makes sense now. This is all coming together. So they ship out Durant. They get Mark fucking Williams. Okay.
I have
That's
no
a good
clue
fit.
what's
So
happening.
his wingspan is 7'7". I was like,
Yeah,
that's
the physical traits and dimensions are really what jump off the page to you with this guy. Kind of got overshadowed at Duke, as stud 5-star athletes often do happen to have to them at Duke University. I think he could sneaky be the best center in this draft. Obviously, I mean, I don't know what you want to call Chet if he's a true 5, but 9'9" standing reach, which like you can pretty much dunk a basketball on your tiptoes at that point. I mean, just insane intangibles. I think he's going to be a shot blocker off the jump. 2-year guy as well. So, I mean, still young, but also has an extra year under his belt. I think he won. Didn't he win ACC Defensive Player of the Year? Does anyone know that?
That's. I mean, that sounds right. He's a
he
monster
averaged
shot
like
blocker.
3 blocks at 24 minutes a game. Just an insane athlete. So yeah.
Yeah, people were so scared to go into the paint against him. Like you would watch
Confirmed.
teams that weren't like legit teams. They would just have no idea how to even go anywhere like inside the free throw line, pretty much at all.
Wait, confirm Mere, he won ACC Defensive Player of the Year.
Confirmed. Yes.
He knows
I know ball. I know ball, folks.
ball.
This man knows ball.
I'm interested to see what the Hornets get in return, I guess, because that was the only thing that wasn't. I mean, I guess that wasn't the only thing that wasn't cleared up in that trade, but like, do they get Isaiah Stewart? I mean, what's Detroit sending out if they're getting Duran and Kemba Walker?
Yeah, Shams and Woj are the way they just like kind of put out little pieces of it at a time, and then his top 2 targets. So Detroit GM Troy Weaver lands his top 2 targets, Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, with the cost of only a future first-round pick.
Yeah. I mean,
W.
wow.
If you're
You got
Detroit,
him.
I'm still not understanding the full details of this trade, but
Neither am I.
it
just
sounds
pretend
like
we do. I don't know
Pistons
what the
won.
Hornets roster looks like right now. No clue.
Yeah, I also don't know, other than Mark Williams, which is
And
just
PG.
yeah.
He just talked. He just said something.
Ferdinand,
Who, me?
the people want to hear you.
Well, it's like I'm like the fifth guy on Mount Rushmore. He just got cut off. I'm just hanging and banging.
Right.
I'm knowing ball. I'm listening to ball.
Hey, even the fifth man in the starting lineup contributes. Ferd.
God.
We're
That's true.
a one
Wait, who's
we're a
saying they
1 to
wanna hear
5
me talk?
podcast.
Killer Kowalski. Wants to
up,
hear your
man? What do you
voice.
want to hear? This is my voice.
Do
Man.
you have
I
any
kinda
good jokes or anything?
I got tons.
Do you want to share any?
Sorry, I'm just really locked. No, not at this time. I want to talk ball. I want to talk strict ball here.
All right, that's fair enough.
All right.
All right.
I'm anxious for my Bulls pick coming up.
I'm gonna give
Just looking
the
at
cap
Mark Williams.
space, and I'm gonna say farewell to you boys. But I really appreciate y'all having me on. This was super
Yeah,
fun.
man. You know ball, King.
Super
Open
fun.
invite
Absolutely.
anytime.
Yeah,
Yeah, brother. We'll be having you on again.
I'll
Yeah,
be glad
for
to do
sure.
it, boys. Appreciate it.
Real
Thank
Lebowski.
you.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the
thanks, man.
draft.
See y'all soon.
Damn. That
All
guy
right.
knows ball.
I'm a
That's
big
a fella that
fan.
knows ball. I'm a big Lebowski fan. Not that I
Yeah.
wasn't before, but guy really came in, knew his shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He came out. He had a killer blog in mock draft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys. I don't know if we like shouted. Let me pull up his @ real quick, just to make sure he. First off, PG just came on. Everyone knows PG. His @ Potato Gobbler. Great bets. The college football savant. Great funny Twitter follow. Give him a shout out. @ Potato Gobbler on the bird. Lebowski, not Kowalski. Shout out to Kowalski still, regardless. I mean, this guy's tearing up this chat right now.
Yeah.
Kowalski, we're about to do just an open invite variety hour. We'd love to have you hop on if you feel comfortable. But yeah, Lebowski did great work with that mock draft. Puts out a lot of great bets. That's @ Lebowski Sports. That's our boy. And of course, Captain Ferd. Captain Ferd, anything you want to plug right now? Okay.
Nah.
I hate you.
Are you the highest man alive right now?
No, I'm just locked in, bro.
He's balling.
He loves ball. He loves
Learning
ball.
I'm literally a ball. I'm
Electric.
just having a ball.
You are literally. Wait, run that back.
I'm literally a
I'm
ball.
just having a ball right now. Ferdinand is on goofballs. Yeah, man. I'm granny.
Oh my god.
Are the Rockets?
I don't know.
The
I don't
Rockets
know
aren't
what
on
you
the
want me
clock,
to
is
say.
it? We just didn't know.
Well, it's a podcast, brother. We're just here to say shit. That's why you're here.
I'm also on my phone. I can't see anything.
Okay.
All right, so we got the Hawks on the clock here. Then we got Low Cities Rockets, and then we go to your Bulls, Rick. Who, ideally, right now, 2 picks away. Who do you want? That's
So
available.
I'm looking at Jalen Williams out of Arkansas. He's a second-year center. He's 6'10". Kind of reminds me a little bit of Wendell Carter. I think he's a better prospect, though. Athletic. What I mean by that is that's his athleticism. He's not like a freak unicorn like Chet or anything. He's not going to blow you off the page with any measurables or anything like that. But just a great ball player. As a center, he distributes the ball very well. He's an insane shot blocker. He was SEC first team last year. Really stepped up for Arkansas in his second year. And just I watched a lot of SEC basketball. I just love his intangibles. I love how he accepts as a freshman. He came off the bench. He averaged 4 points, 4 boards. Love his intangibles. Love how he. What are we laughing at, MereKat? I'm trying to talk ball here. Quit fucking around.
What does that even mean?
Captain Ferdinand's a virgin, guys.
Yeah.
I do. Jalen Williams is a monster. I watched a lot of Arkansas ball. Arkansas, they produce really good players. I love the Muss Bus is a great coach.
I think like
Bus.
all his Muss has nothing but good things to say about him. His teammates have nothing. Like he seems like a real foxhole guy.
Mhm.
I just love his passing ability. The Bulls, I'm not high on Vucevic. I'm not high on Gobert, obviously. We need a long-term center, and I think this is a guy that, comes off the bench his first few years. We plug and play him, and, we let Vooch walk or whoever walk, and I think he steps in the starter role really nicely for us. He's got great touch, great passing, defense, just everything you want out of a center. I think he's getting sliding too far because he doesn't have that, freak athlete, high potential stuff that guys love to see. So yeah, fingers crossed.
So you want a center, obviously, Jalen Williams. What would you? I personally hate this guy. Would you? But he's up there as best available. What would you think if they took Walker Kessler? I'm not high whatsoever on Walker. I feel the same way. I feel the same way about Walker.
Didn't he He's a transfer guy, right? Didn't he transfer out of North Carolina?
I don't know if he. That sounds right.
Dude, I remember watching Auburn in the tournament, and I cursed him out so many times. I was just calling him a fucking oaf. I was like, I don't know. He didn't impress me in the tournament. He was just kind of seems like a big lumbering white guy.
Exactly. Doesn't really move his feet. It's just he just kind of seems like a slower, less good Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
But the pick is in for the Hawks.
And let me tell you, to be slower and less good than Rudy Gobert,
hard to do.
Hard to do.
The chat is massacring Ferd. I can't stop laughing.
What's going on, man?
I don't know if I can show all of this.
Oh my goodness!
I lost my audio.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, where's the party at, Ferd?
Okay, come on. Let's have some
what?
decorum.
Oh my god.
What is that all about? I'm just trying to talk ball. I'm about to hop off here. Peace out, y'all.
Thanks for having.
I'm getting fried in the group chat.
Yeah,
I'm literally looking at my TV, which is to my left.
They love you. They love you.
They don't love me.
Yeah. Look at. I love this guy. Ferd is a king. Nah,
you guys.
Ferd, we love you. We're fucking with you, dude.
I lost my audio for a second. What did I just miss?
Nothing.
The chat absolutely eviscerated Ferd.
Is this how I go out on my debut of the greatest show on Twitter? No.
That's fucked up what they're doing to you, Ferd.
Ferd, you had a great debut. I think you should go defend yourself in the YouTube comments. We are going to open up the room a bit. I just sent out the open invite to our cheapy friends. So we're going to start cycling people in and out here. Little guest extravaganza. Whoever joins. Hopefully we get people in. Ferd, you got any closing statements for the chat out here? You're going to defend yourself. You're going to thank them. What?
Yeah, what do we got?
I love all of you. Wait, go back. What did that last one say?
Ferd is an MVP. Ferd for Prez. Ferd
yeah, now they love
King.
me. Now they love me.
I need my sister's jersey back, Ferd.
Hey, that's
King,
official
Ferd
Rick and
King,
Fab No Ball
Ferd
merch.
King.
That is unreal.
I appreciate all of you.
Ferd,
I wish I could.
plug your Twitter. Plug your Twitter for the chat. They want to know.
Yeah, what do you got to plug?
I don't have one. I have no. Go follow RAFKB Pod on Twitter.
Wow, team player.
I didn't even know the ad. Honestly, I love that. See you, Ferd.
All right, folks.
Thank you,
Ferd.
Ferd.
Love you.
Well, there was Captain Ferdinand, one of the top, if not the top, ball gazer.
No, easily.
Mir, I'm not seeing the actual link.
I think, did I not send it? Oh, wait.
I think you just said join up.
Oh, I fucked up.
Can you text me the link as well?
Yeah.
Did you already text it?
No. Oh, I did earlier, but maybe we need a new one. I don't know. I'm going to send it to you right now. Producer MereKat is definitely on top of all
What
of
the
this.
hell?
Oh, here we go. So yeah, we missed it, but the Hawks
Oh,
took
shit.
AJ Griffin.
We missed a lot. They took AJ Griffin?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, post-mortem. I meant to say post-pick, not post-mortem. I don't think AJ Griffin is dead. If he is, rest in peace. That would be awful.
And we also have the next pick in as well.
Oh, shit. Oh.
The Houston Rockets will pick Tari Eason, who's
Eason?
Eason, yeah. He's consensus, it seems, the best defender in the draft. His highlight tape is pretty much just him stealing the ball and just dunking on everybody on the other end, just over and over and over.
We love that.
Yeah, he's an athletic freak. I watched, obviously, SEC guy, went to LSU. I watched him play a lot. I like the pick for the Rockets. I think the Rockets have had a good draft so far.
Rockets are killing
Shout
it
out Low
tonight.
City.
Dude, I think sneaky killing it tonight is the Pistons. Now that I'm reading it back, they got Ivy. They got the Durant trade for, relatively cheap.
Mm-hmm.
They actually sent the pick from Portland that they got in the deal yesterday. They actually shipped that over in the Durant trade. So, Jeremy Grant for Durant straight up. I don't hate that as much as I hated the original trade.
Absolutely, yeah.
When they originally traded Grant, I was like, that's it. But the fact that they flipped it with one other asset and managed to land who I think is going to be a great piece for them alongside Ivy and Cade and Sadiq Bey and, House, however you say his name. I might be cooking something special up in Detroit. Dare I say it?
Yeah. No, I think you're right. We got chat. What are your thoughts on Andrea Bargnani? One of my favorite players of all time. Fellow Paisan. I used to love playing with him in 2K because I think he was like an A+ from 3. You just stroke it.
Oh yeah.
Absolute legend though.
Fab loves Andre Bargnani, but I love this dude. Let's welcome in Jed from Lasso, our first random guest of the night. How we doing, Jed?
The boy.
Welcome.
The boy.
How we doing, brothers? Can you hear me all good?
Oh yeah,
we got you.
Loud and clear, brother.
Word. All right. You guys been putting up numbers tonight? Let's see here.
My audio is like.
All right, just give me a second. I'm gonna put my headset.
Fab, is that a perm or all natural? This would be all natural, brother.
All natural.
All natural. Yep.
Need more Raptors talk on this show. I think the only Raptors fan we know does not like 66.6666% of this podcast.
Well, Dunk's a Raptors fan.
Dunk is a Raptors fan. That's true. We need to get Dunk on. That would be an electric guest there.
What?
Paisan power.
Wait, we gotta get this
Tari Eason to the Rockets. Wait, did we already break that? Am I
yeah.
Okay. All right, the Bulls are on the clock, baby. Let's go.
What do we want here? We got some names on the board.
I've been a Jalen Williams guy coming into the draft, but I don't know. As long as we get up to the podium and make the pick, I think we're safe from Rudy Gobert. We just fingers crossed that Adam Silver walks his ass up to that podium and announces any player going to the Bulls, and I'm happy because it means we're probably not getting Rudy. Yeah, probably hurts us in the Ayton sweepstakes, whatever you want to call it, and the Kevin Durant sweepstakes, who, by the way, is going to be a Chicago Bull next year.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've had this much excitement and hope for a Chicago Bulls season. You got to get Levine locked up. That's obviously priority number one. Run him his Brinks truck, but yeah, we'll see. kind of kind of in a good spot because I think we have solid players at every position. We have, obviously Lonzo and Levine, if they can stay healthy, obviously, but Chicago and young, talented, athletic guards have never had problems with their knees, so I'm feeling fine with that.
Not once.
No PTSD being triggered at all from seeing Lonzo and Levine have knee problems and ACL tears and what have you. If Williams pans out, we got a great forward there. I don't think DeMar is going to be on this team when hopefully we are a contender, but I do think he's kind of a good bridge the gap veteran to get us our championship or playoff experience. So we don't really have any glaring holes other than, we are pretty weak in the paint at center, behind Vucevic and Vucevic himself, depending on how you talk to. I hate him personally, but yeah, no glaring holes. I think you just got to throw a dart at the board, go best player available. Hopefully someone with a lot of upside. That's my goal.
Pick is in.
Oh, wait, don't say anything.
I'm going in raw.
The Chicago Bulls have selected Arizona point guard Dalen Terry.
Point guard?
He's 6'7".
Point guard.
He's 6'7". I don't know a lot about this guy, honestly.
Point guard. Huh.
We're getting good stuff. We're getting good reactions. That's a W.
Huh.
He's 19. One of the Combine's biggest winners without even playing a 5-on-5 game.
I don't know a whole lot about this guy. We have Lonzo and Ayo. We have two great young point guards. We have Lonzo, who is going to start, who's a top point guard in the league when he's healthy. We have Ayo, who, he needs every possible minute you can get. Some could argue he shouldn't even be coming off the bench. Obviously he should be behind Lonzo, but he could be an NBA starter. I don't know enough about the player himself to make an informed opinion on this, but I don't love that we went for a point guard. I think that kind of signals either we're moving on from Lonzo in the future. We're not confident in whatever's going on with his knee situation. Maybe we're not confident in Levine re-signing in Levine's knee situation. What's most worrisome to me, so if you guys don't know, Ayo, when you're an undrafted free agent, which Ayo was, you have a lot more negotiation room with your contract. Ayo took a 2-year deal as an undrafted free agent rather than the, security and benefit of a 4-year deal, which he's essentially betting on himself. He took a 2-year deal and it's going to pay off. He was one of the best rookies last year, and we're going to have to owe him a fucking fat check after this upcoming season. So, yeah, to me, this kind of signals that we're not confident in one of our guards going forward, because I think that's kind of a set position for us. Hopefully it means we move Kobe White and he's out the door.
I only know a little bit about Terry because he was a popular pick to the Nuggets. A lot of people love the Nuggets to take a point guard. I hate that idea. But Terry off the board now. He's just a guy with a bit of versatility. He can guard multiple positions, unselfish type player. He's just, a solid developmental project at point guard or shooting guard.
Yeah. He averaged 8 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, and 28 minutes per game as a sophomore last year.
Seems like he can shoot the ball well. I think he shot
the scouting report I'm reading described him on the defensive end as competing enthusiastically.
Okay.
He was the team's 5th leading scorer. Yeah, I can't say I love this pick, fellas. I'm gonna be honest with you all. Nothing about this guy jumps off the page to me. It doesn't seem like he's a high upside type guy. I don't know.
Pick.
That would be an understatement right here, Fab. But hey, you know what? At the end of the day, Dalen Terry is a Chicago Bull. He's seeing red. He's bleeding red. He's wearing red on that jersey every night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to ride for him now. But yeah, that's the last negative thing you're going to hear about me from Dalen Terry. And Low City, great point. It's not Rudy Gobert. I said it before the pick was made. As long as we got up there and drafted a player and didn't send it over to the Utah Jazz, I was happy. Thank you for that perspective there from the chat, Low City. Yeah, it's not Rudy. I'm fine.
Lasso,
think
let's
they're
get
gonna-
in the mix here. What's your team? Who's your team?
I go Celtics usually. Yeah,
Oh, let's go.
Boston guy all around.
Let's go. So it's slow night for us Celtics guys, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sports on. There's no hockey to watch. There's no the Sox aren't on. So
Right.
where else am I going to be but except watching you guys?
Just
Yeah,
fans of the
it's
game
a slow
tonight.
night, but it's never a slow night for the NBA, whether it's the season or the off season, which is why we love the NBA. So we got
I work
Timberwolves
for,
on the clock.
I work for a talent agency, and the entire basketball division was going insane today. It was.
I can imagine. Yeah. What does that say?
They were not having fun.
Just a fan of the game. Just a fan of the game, guys. Rick, we have multiple reports asking, what are you drinking right now?
What am I drinking? Oh, the styrofoam cup. Well, I was wondering
Miles
if anyone was
Bridges?
going to ask this. This is a single
lemonade?
styrofoam cup. This is not a double pour cup, so I think that's an important clarification there. But I am actually drinking the cheapest vodka I could find, mixed with some lemon lime Gatorade, which is just a sublime mixie, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
What is the cheapest vodka you can find?
I like to call it podcaster juice, but it's called like Grain Company. I don't know. It was like $12. Usually it's Taka out here, but I had to mix it up from the Taka. I also saw this is I don't know why people are saying I have lotion back here. These are cans.
There's shea butter.
This is
Canned shea butter.
This is like stain remover, if that's what you guys are looking at. But yeah, I'm not a lotion guy. I raw dog my skin.
Okay.
You dog your skin. Well, that was quite a reveal by Rick there with his drink, and we are gonna reveal another guest ourselves. Welcome, Coleman. How we doing, brother?
No way.
Yo,
Intern Coleman.
I am absolutely stressed at this draft right now. It is not fun. It's not fun being a Knicks fan right now. It's awful.
Talk to us.
It's
Talk to
absolute
us.
pain. I'm so serious. Like, I was in a Twitter space before, and everyone lost their minds multiple times, freaking out, and then just utter pain, sheer and utter pain. It was awful.
So you're not in on. So what? The Knicks haven't.
We have no idea what we're doing. Like, there's a trade. There's one trade where we got multiple picks back, multiple first rounders back, and then we have the move of Kemba Walker to Detroit. But apparently that could also just be to get off of his contract so that we can move in Jalen Brunson in free agency. It's all over the place, and it makes no sense. It's just terrible to be a Knicks fan right now. Sheer pain in the draft. It feels like the Pistons are toying with us.
Yeah. That's a tough scene.
Let me just ask: are you kidnapped right now? What's going on? Are you?
Nothing in your car?
Blink twice.
What up? No, I'm chilling. I'm just lying in bed watching this, but
okay.
It's pain. There's just like so much energy pent up because like everyone was tweaking out, and I didn't speak in that space either, so I was just like sitting here, just letting it all boil. So
yeah,
I figured why not the Rick and Fab no ball show,
Yeah.
That was fourth.
I mean, by the way,
gotta be nice though to.
I came in hot, but what's up? How you guys?
It gotta be nice to get just. I don't care what the circumstances were behind it. It's got to be a little nice just to get like Kemba off your roster, like to never have to deal with him again.
Normally I'm stoked about that. Like that's a good day, but tonight it just feels like I don't even know, just sheer confusion across the board.
I don't know how I feel about the Kemba slander as a UConn guy, but I'll allow it. He's been bad.
He's just pain. He did nothing. I mean, yeah, it was a cheap contract for him. Like, I'll take that, but no.
So we got some.
I'm tweeting out that a mystery Barstool employee has joined. So is it Prez? Is it Big Cat? Is it intern Coleman?
It's better than
Who knows?
Guys,
just
producer
me.
MereKat needs to take a quick break, but replacing him in the meantime in the waiting room, we are welcoming Gabby T.
Or bad.
Hi, Gabby.
Oh.
Word.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Gabby T.
I don't know who.
Oh,
Rick, where are you sending invites?
No, just in the I tweeted one out.
Oh.
They were backstage.
All right, thanks
I don't
for-
know who that was.
All right, so wait, we've had some action.
I'll be
Let me
right back before the Nuggets pick. I'll be back.
All right. So we had the Timberwolves took this kid Jake LaRavia from Wake Forest, and then traded him to Memphis. So this Jake LaRavia kid's going to Memphis. Timberwolves now have pick 22 and 29.
You said he was Wake Forest?
Yeah, this kid from Wake Forest. He's actually pretty good.
The name sounded familiar. We probably played them.
Yeah, Wake Forest was solid last year. Let me pull up this guy here. We got the Pistons back on the clock.
So wait, what are your guys' teams? I need to know.
You know me, I'm a Bulls guy.
That's right, you're Chicago.
Yeah.
And
Celtics.
Fab, you're Celtics.
Celtics.
Oh yeah.
How's it feel right now? Like absolute highs of the playoffs, but you know, tough ending with the Warriors.
You got to earn it. It's too many turnovers in clutch time.
Yeah, that was kind of
surprised.
Yeah. Speaking as the only non-Celtics fan here, but that was kind of like the main theme. Me and Fab kept saying over and over the finals is like you got to grow into being a championship contender year in year out. It's like got to take your licks, so to speak. So
yeah.
No,
I mean, listen, looking at Tatum after that final loss, like it looked like he was just holding all that in. You know, like he was savoring that moment, and he'll probably learn from it in the following season. But
this is where we find out if Jason Tatum has that dog in him. What he does this offseason, how he responds to this. If he takes this to heart and he just lives in the fucking gym this summer, he'll come out a top 3 player in the whole association next year. But if he keeps just laying in bed texting Kobe, I don't know.
Yeah,
he can't do what he did last year, like not showing up until January. What was it, like 15th? That was a rough start to the season.
So, have you guys touched on Kyrie and KD drama out in Brooklyn?
I was just gonna say we need to address this
briefly.
It's I love it. I love it so much. It's actually so funny.
It's hilarious as someone who's who knows what it's like to be tortured by Kyrie Irving. It's just very funny watching it happen to other teams, and it's inevitably going to continue to happen. I just think it's very funny to watch. I don't think a lot of people think KD might come to the Celtics.
I'm seeing a lot of photoshops. I'm seeing a lot of photoshops for both our squads.
I am not.
All these like trade potential, like the these trade things you're seeing on Twitter, they're absolutely hilarious. It's like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Approved. Yeah. Okay.
KD's. I'm not going to get my.
Sorry, I've been so out of the draft just because I'm so locked in on what we're actually doing right now because it makes zero sense. Like they haven't announced anything about those picks or any like.
Yeah, kind of a quiet night for the Knicks, who I'm sure you probably hope made a big splash tonight.
Well, no, I mean we did. Like we made multiple moves, but they're not announcing like exactly what we got in those trades, which is like, that seems like it's not really like that. Usually doesn't happen. Like, why are they not announcing? Why are people not all over this? Like,
yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for we need the tweet where it's like, Knicks received this, Pistons received this. Like, we haven't gotten that tweet yet. We've just got like Woj and Shams have tweeted out. They're tweeting out like bits and pieces of it. But crazy. Yeah, I'm just as confused as you with what the fuck happened with that trade.
I feel it literally feels like we're being toyed with, like just because we're Knicks fans on draft night. It's bullshit.
Okay, so we're all hoping we're in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes, right? Let's let's all put together a theoretical trade package
for KD.
Yeah, let's see who can put together the best offer on the fly right now. Knicks, Celtics, or Bulls,
and Nuggets,
or Nuggets. Yeah.
All right, hear me out. you're taking Michael Porter Jr., Bones Highland, 2 first-round picks.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, I said it sarcastically, but if the Nuggets do want to go out and get it done, they sneaky have like the assets. Do they have a lot of like?
Nuggets low key. Just because we finished 6th in the West this year, is without Murray and Michael Porter Jr. People, yeah. we got talent on this team. Oh, I'm fucking up. Malachi Branham to San Antonio Spurs.
What's going on with Murray there too? Like, are they like he's not? Is he a free agent or are they trying to? They're trying to move him. Right?
So they were talking about potentially moving him, but I think he's going to be safe because the way we handled him, like with the playoffs, like he could have came back for that first round playoff series against the Warriors, and he wanted to come back, and the team like didn't let him because they want him to be 100%. Yeah, there were some rumors there for a bit, but I think he's going to be safe because we like people don't even realize like we are kind of fucked like with contracts because we maxed Murray, we maxed Jokic, and we maxed MPJ. So we have 3 maxes right now, and one just missed 1.5 years of basketball, and one has broken his back approximately 18 times.
Well, that being said, though, if you could lock down KD and pair him with Jokic, like that would be one of the most unreal front courts in the league.
It'd be insane. I would take.
It would be disgusting.
I don't want to give up Murray, but like obviously I would for like some sort of package. Murray and MPJ are both pieces. I'd definitely rather try to move MPJ somehow, but you could package one of those 2 with like Bones or something. I mean, you wouldn't really do Bones and Murray. You could do maybe like Zeke Naji and something else plus Murray, but I really don't want to give up Jamal Murray. I love him. I want him to play like his basketball before he got hurt was like incredible. He's such a fun player to watch. One of the cleanest step backs in the game. The only player in NBA history to score 50 points in a playoff game without taking a free throw. Like the dude's awesome. I love
it was in the bubble though.
It was okay, but still, after he's just playoffs real though. The playoffs after where he got hurt, he was great.
Bubble haters pissed me off. That was like some of the purest, highest level basketball we'll ever see. And yeah, Jamal Murray was just locked in for that month.
I don't know. I don't think the Heat were really that team, or the Lakers for that matter. We saw that after the fact.
Yeah, no, the bubble basketball was questionable. I liked the play, just everything results like people power ranking and stuff after that, all questionable. But the entertainment was the best. I love, getting pictures of like you're seeing like a 7-foot tall NBA player just like holding like a 4-inch little fish and like freaking out, touching it and stuff. Like I love it.
They all went to summer camp. It was electric content. I want another bubble.
No, that was cool. It was cool to get like a random inside the NBA thing like that too. Like that was.
And then just like the storylines that came out, just like every single day, like. One random fucking player, I think he was on the Magic. He got like a 2-week. He was suspended for 2 weeks because he went outside to pick up a DoorDash order. Like he like left the facility to grab DoorDash. Yeah.
And then there was
Jimmy Butler, Rachel Nichols.
Oh yeah.
Rumors, allegations.
Yeah.
There was Russell Westbrook yelling at a bunch of mothers with their newborn children because nobody else was in the crowd for him to yell at.
So the Nuggets pick is in. I don't have spoilers because Fab isn't here. I
saw it.
I don't want another guard. I think they're gonna go guard. That's every indication. I'd like Ty Washington out of Kentucky. I wish Fab was here for that. But like I don't know what we do here. I don't love anything. I would like people are projecting this at 30 kind of as a meme, but I would actually like the pick, and I wouldn't mind doing it now, is taking Nikola Jovic. Not Jokic, Jovic.
No, sir.
I would love that just for the meme, but he's also like a pretty good basketball player. So we'll see what happens here. This is like one NBA draft for the Nuggets. I have zero clue because what we need is a power forward. We're going into this season Zeke Naji as our guy. I like Zeke Naji, super underrated, ton of potential, but I'd like a little more stability because Aaron Gordon's not sticking around.
Oh my God. Just a quick sidebar. I'm on the verge of one of the most brutal gambling beats of all time.
Ooh.
I got the over
Read
9.5, over 9.5 in the Yankees game. Over 9.5. They ripped 6 runs combined in the first inning, 3 each. Then in the top of the third, the Astros ripped off another 3. So 6.5 innings left. All I need is 1. We are now at the bottom of the 9th, and it's still 6-3.
Oh my
6-3, 0 outs, 2 men on. You have hope. There's 2 men on.
Yeah, I mean, we just need like a nice little healthy single from
Need
the
a blooper.
Yankees. But damn, bro.
Who's due up?
Why am I even stressing this right now? You know what I mean?
Oh, you got AJ. Oh, you got Aaron Hicks up. You might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Rick, please look away. Rick, please don't look at this, Rick.
Oh no.
Please don't. Please.
Not my boy
look at
Rizzo
your eyes.
too.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
You saw
no.
that they hit Altuve, right? Like first pitch of the game, right?
I mean, I respect that.
Good.
See, I'm a guy who used to be a Yankees fan.
They just knocked it home, boys. Let's fucking go.
No way.
Oh my God, they tied the game. Aaron Hicks just
No
hit a home
way.
run to tie the game.
Wait, no way.
No way.
I have
I
Yankees
don't
money
believe
line
you.
too. Let's go, fellas.
Wait.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wait.
What's the rest of
That
that
is a
fucking?
The
bad
Yankees
beat.
just tied the fucking game. I shit you not.
Let's go.
Oh my.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Aaron,
my God,
play.
that's so huge for the
Motherfucking
program.
Oh, and it's not even a
Wow.
cheapie. It's an actual home run to right field. Hell,
The Nuggets took Christian Braun, by the way. I don't like that pick. They probably could have got him at 30. I don't love that. What are you gonna do? That's all I gotta say there.
I just discovered that my roommate took my full handle of rum on his way out after I kicked him out.
What the fuck? Oh,
So
What a
now I'm
dickhead.
drinking someone else's wine.
Why'd you kick him out? I love roommate stories.
He just sucked. He didn't clean. I don't know if you guys remember the story of like when we all moved in, all 4 of us were like, we're getting a dog settled.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
We found a dog. We were going to get him. Oh, I don't want a dog anymore. And then it just went downhill from there. He tried to
Fuck that guy.
make us pay him for all the furniture that we all bought. Like $400 each.
Okay, I'm getting some slander in the chat that I need to address immediately. Someone said Rick is a Yankees, Patriots, Golden State, Tampa Bay Lightning fan. Patently false.
He's a gambler. He's
He's
not a
also
fan.
Patently
like
false.
Manchester City.
You just listed all the good teams. Yes, I bet on the good teams. Do you want me to bet on the bad teams? If I bet on teams like the Yankees and Dodgers and Warriors week in, week out, long term, I'm going to make money. I ride and die for Chicago sports. I will take a bullet for Derrick Rose and any member of the Bulls. Oh, Fab masked up there.
Let's go.
Corona positive. No, I patently deny all those rumors. I'm a gambling man. I will root for anyone like they are my team if I have money on them. Wow, we're already at 2 hours of podcasting right now, fellas. This is a marathon.
Dude, I must say it's lovely in here with y'all. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
we love having you
Coleman,
guys.
yeah,
It's
thanks for
vibrant.
pulling up, man. I wanted to
Dude,
ask
hell
you,
yeah.
man, how's that Barstool gig going? Like, what's the internship like?
Dude, it's good. It's a fun place. I really enjoy it. You know, I
Yeah,
can't
I
say
mean,
New
it's
York,
fun,
or-
you know.
That's
But,
got to be
New
just
York?
like nuts, like growing up, like watching those people, like I don't want to be a dick rider, but they are kind of celebrities in our eyes, and then just like show up to the office for your 9 to 5 and like just I don't know. That's got to be really weird.
Yeah. No, it's
Wait,
it's a
Coleman,
good
dumb
time.
question.
It's a lot of fun. What's up?
Coleman, were you at Blue Haven East? I think it was probably a couple weeks ago now, because like someone walked in, everyone was excited, and I don't follow most of
It was
Barstool,
definitely not me.
honestly.
Usually people aren't all that excited when I burst in. Usually it's like, oh man, he's back again, you know? So
I've
no,
been
that
there for
could
6
not have been me.
hours. Someone
I bet he was very good looking though, if he looked anything like me. But no, not me.
Intern Coleman walks in and the whole bar just goes nuts.
Yeah. No, that's definitely not it. But,
This is the guy that just filmed Jersey Jerry's video. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, but it looks like
it's-
you
it's a
looked
good
like you
time.
crushed it with that, man.
Yeah, no, like I said, I can't, I can't say much, but it's a lot of fun and it's a good place. So
What do you mean you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
say much? You got an
I'm just
NDA?
like,
Should I
yeah,
stop
like,
pestering you?
yes.
Okay, my bad. My bad.
No, you're so fine though. It's cool.
No,
I
I
mean,
get it.
as you should.
You probably like everybody that like all your boys back home. They're probably the same reaction you get from me. Like, holy shit, Barstool. Like,
No, yeah, it's weird when when you go out and you have to tell people and stuff, but it's fun. It's rewarding stuff.
Yeah, good for you, man. Keep killing it out there.
Learned it.
Thank you.
I got my live odds. I just checked the books. I got Coleman at -600 to secure a full-time gig. So
We'll see.
not a whole lot of
Gotta
value there,
keep
but
grinding.
still place the hammer. Yeah, keep it up, man.
Hell yeah.
I
am
so
glad.
Well,
Walker Kessler.
Yeah, Walker Kessler to the Grizzlies.
I don't think. Not only do I not see this as a basketball fit, I don't see this as a culture fit.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
this young Grizzlies team that just like loves jawing, loves talking shit, is very like in your face. Like Kessler strikes me as more of like a low key lumbering guy. I don't know.
Yeah, this guy just looks funny. I love him.
He led college basketball in blocks. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Like I watched a decent amount of Auburn basketball, and I just feel like I saw him in foul trouble like every single game.
Yeah.
Can't like just not moving his feet. I mean, he's definitely fucking a massive human being. The potential's there. I mean, you gotta be behind Jaren Jackson. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting fit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. My lasting impression of him is that tournament run, and I was not impressed at all with what he did in the tournament.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he fouled out like relatively early in the second half, and he wasn't even on the floor.
Coleman, I've been looking for Knicks news for you. I haven't seen any updates, but we do have this from Woj 2 minutes ago.
Wow. From Melton.
Yeah,
that's not a bad player at all. That's a solid.
I don't
piece.
think that value lines up unless there's somebody the Sixers or I don't. Yeah, they must love somebody, right? The Memphis.
So the Grizzlies are gonna have back-to-back picks here. Okay, so
that's interesting.
Weird.
Let's see who's available.
I feel like just by the sheer concept of like trading in and to draft a guy this late and like giving up assets for a late first round pick that historically is not going to pan out like 90% of the time, you got to absolutely love the guy that you're taking. Like if you're the Grizzlies and you're trading in for a guy at 23 and you're giving up somebody who like actually contributes to your team, you got to love that pick.
Well, so if they're trading Melton here, I imagine they might go Ty with this pick to replace him for guard depth.
I wanted Ty so bad.
Yeah, obviously I love Ty.
Wait, hold up. Low City's saying Sixers working on 3-team deal with Houston and Portland that would send the veteran Eric Gordon, noted Indiana Hoosier, IU grad, or I don't know if he graduated, but he balled out here. I think he was a Mr. Basketball too. I think he's Indiana homegrown. It would send him to Philly and Tybalt to Portland.
Okay.
I don't love that for Philly unless
I love Tybalt.
Yeah, I'm very high on Tybalt
too, though.
Yeah. Portland.
I don't know.
Are they really gonna just try to make Dame happy by loading up like on guys?
I mean, why do you even? Yeah, I don't know.
Like a horrendous draft. Like it is very
yeah. Not a deep draft at the top or the bottom. I think if any of the top three guys from last year, like Mobley, Green, or Cade, were in this draft, I think they're a clear-cut number one. I don't think this is a very great overall draft class.
What is
I would love.
Really
I would love
what
to
is
see.
GBE?
Yeah, what is going on in chat?
Golden Valley Elite?
GVE. Welcome to G.
The Sixers moved Danny Green and the number 23 pick to Memphis as part of the Anthony Melton trade.
Danny Green.
Get a Green Ranger.
I think Philly fans hated that guy, so they're probably pumped to get him out of town.
Yeah,
Do they like
pick
anyone?
is in. That's true. The Grizzlies pick is in. So the Grizzlies take this kid, David Roddy, a 6'5" power forward from Colorado State.
Yeah, I mean they did go on a bit of a tournament run, right? Did they win that first game or did they lose that?
They beat.
They were a 9 seed.
They should have beat Michigan in the first game and they folded. Michigan came back and beat them. In the first round.
Oh, right.
I don't know really anything about this kid.
I think he was the one kind of giving Michigan the business, wasn't he?
If he's the one from Colorado State getting drafted, like he must have been.
Right, that's my assumption.
I don't know. I mean, looking at the clips they were showing, I could see him pairing well with Embiid, kind of being out there. He's kind of explosive looking.
He was unable to back. Oh, okay. So I thought these were his stats: 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. No, that was in his showcase games. I guess if you're the Grizzlies, you got Jaren Jackson, Xavier Tillman, and then Kyle Anderson, Steven Adams. I mean, more depth, I guess.
Okay.
He's undersized, so I don't know. I don't know anything about this kid, so
yeah,
good pick.
I will say earlier though, the Hawks snagging Griffin, absolutely crazy. The fact he fell that low, I saw him. And he was really good.
Okay, wait, Mere, I might send you this video, but I'm looking at some background on David Roddy. Just want to let everybody know he was a stud quarterback in high school, which I love multi-sport athletes. I always think it's just my dumb sports brain. I always think that translates well if you're a pro, if you played a shit ton of sports growing up. Had offers from Wyoming and North Dakota State.
Maybe the Titans.
You compare that to Paolo. I forgot to bring this up earlier. I found a little tidbit on his Wikipedia page. Wait, is my audio still going, Mere?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Paolo Panchero was a backup quarterback in high school. Meanwhile, this guy's got D1 offers out the ass. So I don't know. Does that tell me that David Roddy is going to be better than Paolo? It's hard to say. But I love the leadership traits that come with being a QB. I'm a David Roddy guy. I'm gonna say it right now.
It's a strong name. D-Rod, great nickname potential.
Great quarterback name as well. Maybe
Roddy
you should have stuck with it.
You could call him Roddy Rich. That'd be electric.
Yeah, that works.
You can play the box.
Rick, how close are you paying attention to this Yankees game? Because you got a man on, one out in the bottom nine.
Dude, they caught a guy stealing. They caught a guy stealing, which sucks. I would prefer they didn't get thrown out while stealing, but whatever. We'll see. I have a little sauce on Yankees money line as well, so hopefully we can sweep the board.
There you go.
No, but the last thing on David Roddy, I do tend to like these undersized guys. You can just tell. I mean, just looking at his
pause. You love
big pause.
What about guys?
I like the undersized guys. Pause.
Okay. My girlfriend says the same thing.
6'5", 250. Like you can just tell this guy's an absolute moose. So yeah, good pick.
I'm reading
good job,
like I said, I have the illegal stream pulled up with the draft, which if you've streamed any sports game illegally at any point in your life, you know the chat is one of the most electric public forums you're going to find on the internet. Illegal sports streams chats, always electric.
Yeah,
a lot of people were saying they just drafted an NFL tight end, which I don't know how it'll translate basketball wise, but the guy's got a backup career if he needs it. And yeah, the physical traits really got to be jumping off the sheets here.
I mean, they never stick in the NFL though. Like the commentators are always bringing up how tight ends were basketball players, and it's like, just means he was dope and athletic, like Rod.
That's what I'm saying. If you balled out multiple sports, I feel like that athleticism always translates well when you're going to the pro level. Yeah. Maybe it's just my big dumb meatball brain, or maybe there's actual data to back that. But
can we get a moment of silence for Gronk?
Yeah,
I'm calling bullshit. Gronk is not out, dude.
Yeah.
He's. I feel like he
was that you that said week 4.
Yeah, I tweeted it out when it happened. I was like, this dude just wants to skip preseason and OTAs.
Yeah.
He wants to go chill out for 6 months, and he'll show up week 4 when, he can actually make a little playoff run. The Kawhi Leonard special, so to speak. I personally, no, I love the move. If you're Gronk, why would you not do that? If you could just show up and be the best tight end in the league, why would you not do it? Why would you not take the paid time off? I remember hearing
he's not top 3 of all time.
I remember hearing a story when like COVID was like huge and everyone was on lockdown. Like the Patriots had or the Buccaneers had them send in like proof of them working out or like videos of them working out. In Gronk, he would spend 1 day a week and he'd do his wind sprints, but he'd record himself doing the sprints in different shirts.
Yeah.
And then he'd just send 1 video a day to the Buccaneers just to get out of doing his wind sprints.
Just classic.
He's a product of the Buffalo public school system.
I think it's going to be like exactly the last time he retired where he goes and parties for 6 months. Then he's like, Gronk love football. Gronk special.
Gronk love football.
Brady
want Gronk back.
Football fan.
Gronk get $5 million for 1 season. Why not? Gronk could do football.
Bucks
slacking.
Yeah, so the Bucks take this guy Marjan Beauchamp.
Yeah, I remember.
He's off G League too, right? He's on Ignite.
Yeah, he's G League.
Yeah, he's a big guard, 6'7", G League guy. Balling his eyes out as he's picked.
I love that.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a good.
He gets to play for Pop. What is he? Is that happy tears or?
Yeah, definitely happy tears. Yeah, I don't think he's pissed off that he was drafted by any means.
Wait, where did he go again? Bucks? Yeah, you're competing for a title off the jump.
Yeah.
Wait, Spurs are on clock now.
Where's he from? Where's he from?
I'm trying to figure that out. It doesn't show it here. I mean, in one of his showcases, he went for 21 points on 14 shots, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Defending former NBA vets. Okay. So, yeah, he looks like a versatile guard. He can defend multiple positions. He's big. That sucks that the Bucks are adding a guy like that, honestly. But, yeah, it's a good pick, it seems.
He was the number 47 prospect in the class of 2020. I mean, just racked up the accolades in high school. I can't say I was watching too much G League hoops. He's got a 7-foot wingspan. Could end up being a steal here. I don't know.
Yeah, he seems like just a versatile defender.
Roasted.
Oh wow! Look at that block
during the draft by your teammates after you get drafted.
No shot.
Maybe 10 years ago. I think we're kind of like at a point where.
But what about like other players on the court, like a different team is what I'm getting at. Maybe.
Fair, yeah.
Like you're telling me Draymond's not watching this and like matching up with that dude.
I think there will definitely be some like side comments like, "Oh, you bitch ass for crying on draft night," like talking shit. But I don't think like he's gonna come into the locker room and everyone's gonna like think he's a pussy for crying on draft night.
I don't know why I led with teammates, but
I would be shocked if other players tripped him for that. I mean, if that's what you're chirping someone for, that's kind of like you're kind of losing there. Like, oh, you cried when you got drafted. Like the road some of these guys have taken. Like, I don't think any NBA player, because they've also been on that same road, I don't think they're gonna be like.
No, I fully agree.
The worst case scenario is becoming a meme. I don't think the worst case scenario is your teammates giving you shit.
That's true. Yeah,
I think you don't want to become a Joel Embiid crying Jordan type figure.
Kevin Knox.
That would be. That won't even like. I wouldn't even care like about the whole showing emotion side of it or like getting made fun of. I would just be terrified to cry on camera and become a meme.
Oh, we have a Kevin Durant tweet.
KD Trey.
There's some Kevin Durant basketball being drafted right now.
Kevin Durant says it's a wings league. ...
Okay.
He's so
Wings, Red Wings, Red Wings, Detroit Red Wings. He's requesting a trade to the Pistons after seeing they got Ivy tonight.
I don't know. People are being mean.
Oh, get that off my screen.
Oh God. Who paid that bet
Wow.
though?
Wow.
Who's
That
that
guy
guy?
kind of looks like Skip Bayless.
Oh,
Okay, wait. What
that's
NBA logos have wings? The Hawks, obviously. The Pelicans, obviously. KD and Zion next to each other? I don't know.
Is Zion gonna play?
That's what I mean.
Oh wait, I got Knicks news.
Let's go.
Always tell me.
So the draft picks that New York acquired from OKC in the number 11 Usman Deng trade. You got the 2023 protected first round Detroit, 2023 protected first round via Washington, 2023 protected first round via Denver.
Plus,
That's a lot of picks, sir.
So you got three first round picks next year.
So, but that's the thing that's annoying is we could have done a move to try and get Ivy, which is like so ideal. And in stockpiling picks, like, yeah, it's great, but like we need to make an actual move to take the team to the next level. So I guess they're just trying to stockpile until they can get like, I don't know, a star somewhere, like trade for a star, maybe like a Donovan Mitchell or something. But I don't even know. It's just it's confusing. It makes no sense. It's all GM moves, you know? It's just like, look at all the first picks I acquired. Well, yeah, you didn't do anything in the moment when you do have to draft with them. Like, it's so annoying.
Yeah. The pick is in for the Spurs here.
I'm gonna guess someone from Europe.
Not quite.
Blake Wesley,
yeah, from Notre Dame. Let's see. Let's go look at our guy Blake here. B Lake, 6'5", shooting guard from Notre Dame.
Boo.
Good defender. Can't really shoot.
Aaron Judge just walked it off, folks. Let's fucking
go.
Let's
go.
Court is in session.
Let's go.
That's so huge for the program.
Oh, the next
what
two
else you
picks
got
are
on
in.
that bet?
What's up?
What is going on?
Rick, you had over 9 Yankees
I had
money line. What else?
over 9.5 in Yankees money line. It wasn't a same game parlay. It was just two separate bets.
I've been liking, like I think Yankee spread. They always have it at like 1.5, but when it's plus odds, I love that bet because they usually win by more than one. So like I never really take it when it's minus odds. But
I've had a philosophy this season. Anytime the Yankees, Mets, or Dodgers go down like 1 or 2 runs at any point in the game, at any point they get to plus odds, I put a hammer on them. And coincidentally, they're the 3 best teams in the league. So coincidentally, it works out more than it doesn't.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thanks.
No, it was like I actually meant that.
How much you make off of that, Rick?
I still got a couple WNBA picks to finish off the parlay. We're in the off-season grind here, folks. I'm betting WNBA. I'm betting college baseball.
Dude,
I threw on amateur tennis yesterday. Not even like the main tennis league or whatever. Just some random guy. I'm going crazy. I'm going back to my Korean baseball roots from the peak of COVID. I used to stay up till 4 a.m. to watch Korean baseball when that was a thing. Shout out to the NC Dinos. Won a championship my first year as a fan. Bought a jersey, lost it in a frat house. Let's go. Court is in session.
Hell yeah.
What a fucking knock, dude. Just no doubt.
Knew it.
Shout out my boy Greg Zoll. He's one of the percentage listener. I don't know if he wants me to say his last name, but I don't think he cares in hour 228 of a podcast that whatever. But yeah, my boy Greg Zoll. He's one of the 1% of Europe followers that we were riding with the Yankees tonight.
We love our European listeners.
That's my boy.
He's 4%.
4% European listeners, which is going to end promptly. All my friends are now back from Europe. But yeah, thanks for the support. Thanks for the support while you were there.
That's awesome.
My girl got back today, so I'm really excited. Why are you laughing at that? That was genuine.
I don't know.
I wish
Well, no,
I wish we had a clip of that.
I
So we
you
could
know
all
what
laugh.
happened.
The end of it. It got me.
I'm
Um,
excited.
So yeah, you settled that, right? The whole like her finding your Twitter.
Oh yeah, she actually
I
just
missed
asked me.
that saga.
She actually just asked me to unblock her today, so that's huge. But yeah, I'm not gonna like get into my whole relationship on a podcast. So I'm gonna just end this conversation here.
Anyways, so the Timberwolves just took Wendell Moore from Duke. I'm not sure. I'm confused as to how they have this pick. Whatever draft cast I'm looking at right now is fucking drunk. So the Spurs take Blake Wesley. The Timberwolves take Wendell Moore with the Christian Wood pick. Or wait, what? From Houston via Christian Wood trade with Dallas. Okay. I have no idea who's on the clock right now. Okay, it's the Mavericks. And Ty Washington's still on the board here, which I mean if Jalen Brunson is going to be out the door, I wouldn't be surprised if it would make sense
Heater
for the
on the
Mavs to
clock.
take him here. The Heater on the clock?
Yeah, they Mavs just took more.
Oh, Minnesota. It's saying Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, my
TV is showing
reloaded.
Mavericks, but
Yeah,
my
I just
phone
changed
is
the-
showing. I have no idea.
What is
Yeah, it just
GVE?
Good Vibes Enterprises.
We'll go with that.
That was just a shot in the dark.
Okay, so Houston via Dallas at number 26 took Wendell Moore and traded him to Minnesota.
Okay. Wendell
So-
Moore's a cool. He's a cool guy. When I called the BC Duke game, he was in the press conference afterwards with Coach K. He was like the one
really?
guy they brought in from Duke. I was hoping
Mhm.
for Paolo, obviously, but
Mm-hmm.
he was still a pretty cool, pretty nice guy.
Yeah,
Very
he's
chill.
solid. I mix him are the same human being in my head.
Yeah. I can
Let's
see
see.
that.
Obviously, very different players. Yeah, it seems Minnesota's collecting these wing guys.
Yeah, I mean they're the NBA's feeder team. They got to keep drafting good guys so they can get traded to actual good teams.
Yeah,
Like Kevin Garnett's, the Andrew Wigginses.
Ray
Who
Allen.
else? I'm missing one in the middle. He was never a Timberwolf.
He was.
No, he was a Supersonic. That's who you're thinking of. Ray Allen was not a Timberwolf. He was drafted by the Supersonics, then went to the Celtics.
Thinking Garnett.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking Garnett.
Oh, I knew Garnett.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm tweaking. What the fuck?
No, as a
COVID brain.
No, as a
COVID brain.
Boston sports fan, you've seen so many rings you confuse the integral parts of one of your rings.
Right. We've had so many.
If I've seen an
Legends.
NBA championship, I would have the roster memorized like the back of my hand, much less 67% of the big three. But it's okay, Fab. You have COVID.
Yeah, and it is the only championship. So, anyways, the Heat, I think are going to draft Ty here.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
that's a good. That feels like a good cultural fit.
I
The
think
Heat love
they
people
love
who
their
can shoot 3-pointers.
they love their Kentucky guys.
Yeah, but while we're on Kentucky, I hate to sidebar from Ty. I actually wait. Let's finish talking about Ty first. Any thoughts, Fab? You're the resident Kentucky fan. He's a little undersized, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not huge. Let's see, I'm pulling him up here. I think it would be a good fit. I mean, he's slid like crazy. He was projected like 15-ish. Let's see, Ty is he's 6'4", 197. I think. I'm pulling up the Heat's depth here, but like, obviously they got Hero, Kyle Lowry, who fucking sucks.
Yep.
Who else we got? I mean, Max Strus, Kyle Lowry, Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero. If you need anything, it's guard depth here. I mean, how much longer is Kyle Lowry gonna be quote unquote effective, if that's what you want to call him?
Yeah.
He's a great defender when he's on the sidelines, right?
Right. Yeah, he's really good at defending after he's fouled out of the game. Let's see. I mean, EJ Liddell is showing the best fit here. EJ Liddell feels like a day 2 guy to me. I don't know if I would draft him. Is the pick in? Let's see. What did you want to say about Kentucky though?
Or I saw.
Go ahead, Coleman.
Oh no, you're good. I just saw what the next pick was.
Okay.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Real quick, while we're on Kentucky, Fab, I want to pick your brain. What are your thoughts on my boy Keon Brooks, Indiana product?
Didn't he transfer?
He's in the portal right now. I don't know if he officially left or what.
Yeah, he's leaving. I liked Keon.
He's playing for Washington now.
Washington, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the fact that Kentucky is losing players to known basketball powerhouse Washington is concerning. But, I mean, we've seen it. Like these guys that they're not getting the recognition or the role that they want at a big school, go play in a smaller school. So he obviously wants to go be the fucking man in Washington.
I just remember.
Good for him.
I just remember the reason I keep my eye on him, it was the spring, my senior year of high school. So I already knew I was going to IU. I was like locked into IU's like recruiting stuff. Mm-hmm. And we landed Romeo, who was like a huge national recruit, the biggest we landed since like Zeller, I think. And Keon Brooks was also like right up there with Romeo, played for some AAU teams, both Indiana products. So we're all like, Brooks is going to sign with the Hoosiers. They're bringing Indiana basketball back. And then he went to Kentucky, and that just didn't pan out.
Yeah, I mean, he was good. I don't know. I imagine maybe he didn't like Coach Cal, which is very understandable.
Yeah. He's a Fab Mere guy, which is just like a basketball factory.
Fuck Coach Cal.
Pick is in. They've taken the Miami Heat have selected where is he from? Serbia? Serbian power forward Nikola
Jovic.
Fuck, the Nuggets were going to take him at 30. I know they were.
I wanted him to the Nuggets so bad. It would have been just way too perfect.
Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme.
Yeah. If he had a different name, he would be like a mid-second round pick.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. But because he's from Serbia and his name is Nikola Jovic, fuck, I wanted him. I'm not even going to talk badly about him. I wanted him.
He's big, 6'10". There's nothing on him here. All the clips of him playing, he looks like he's playing in like a YMCA gym in Serbia somewhere, just dominating.
Amazing. Why did he not go first overall? This is such a lame draft that he's going to end up being the most talented player out here. Guaranteed. He's going to be Jokic all over.
Yeah, he's going to be an absolute stud. He looks, from what I've seen, like I said, it's hard to tell because he's playing against guys that are just not even close to what he's going to be playing here. But so was Jokic before he got drafted. So
yeah, it's like that new Adam Sandler movie.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. I'm rooting for this guy heavily, just from his name, and he just kind of looks like a goofy guy.
Could not agree more.
Jealous.
We got Golden State Warriors on the clock at 28 here. If the Celtics
tall Tyler
swoop in here, I'm going to be pissed. What are the Warriors target here?
Shout out chat. Chat's going off on Twitter and in chat.
What's happening?
Do we see the Twitter comments on here, or just YouTube?
No, I don't even know what's going on. They're tweeting at me now. The GVE crew. Shout out the GVE boys. I think I'm dissecting exactly what GVE is.
Somebody followed, like GVE followed me on Twitter.
So GVE, we have I think a whole enterprise here. We're gonna shout them out. They've been awesome tonight, supporting us. We love them. Let's get GVE up here. Shout GVE. Follow them. We are GVE. Those are good pronouns.
Let's see.
They got shows going on. Look at this. Is that us? Wait. Are they doing a live show of our live show?
What?
Are we doing a live show of their live show of our live show right now?
What the hell?
Wait,
What is going on?
happening?
What is...
I'm so confused.
Are we getting trolled?
What's happening?
Who the fuck are these people? Why is it showing Ferd? Is Ferd in here somewhere? It's showing
No, this
Ferd.
is from a while ago.
Oh, that's from a while ago.
Yeah, this is when he was like, he thought he was getting shit on.
So it's two accounts that's running it. There's an account that's Pride BA with the Pride flag at Barstool Advisor, the founder of We Are GVE. I'm trying to like go through mutuals here and figure out who it is. Frank Fleming follows them. Tyler O'Day follows them. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's
I'm
going
gonna
on.
DM GVE right now.
And I got another follower too from them, Dr. Vodka. It looks like they're from the same.
We got let's see, we got Doc Vodka, it's Killer Kowalski, Dash McKinnon. I love these guys.
The Warriors pick is in.
Wait, I'm not on the producer MereKat slacking.
The Golden State Warriors have selected Patrick Baldwin Jr.
Okay.
He played for Milwaukee.
Interesting.
He only played 11 games for Milwaukee. So yeah, he's battled a lot of injury. It looks like former 5-star prospect. Averaged 12, 5, and 2 as a freshman. Son of previous Milwaukee head. Oh, I thought it was the Bucks. Never mind. So he was the son of the coach at his college. So take that for what you will. Never even heard of this guy. Obviously, I don't even know if I've ever really heard of Milwaukee, like the school.
Wait, has Jumbo Gary Trent been drafted?
Yeah, he went to the. Who took Jumbo Gary? Let's see. Jumbo Gary went to the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, that's a good spot for Jumbo Gary.
Yeah, he's going to be a hell of a player.
That's just a good name. It's not his name, but it's a good comparison. That is now his name.
Rick, you're muted.
He's on FaceTime.
Oh, I thought he was trying to show us something. Yeah. I don't know anything about this guy from the Warriors, but I mean, it's the Warriors, so he's probably going to be a stud. Fuck the Warriors.
Sorry, I was just FaceTiming my boy. He's gonna hop on the stream.
No word.
My roommate J-Dubs, John, might be the only person I know other than me, Fab Mere, that could rival our ball knowledge. This is a guy who knows ball.
We got a fellow ball knower. We love to see it.
Yeah,
love to hear it.
No, me and him. So I have 10 roommates, but me and him were just always on the couch. I just muted myself again. I have 10 roommates, but me and him were always going on the couch, going to battle for the right to have the NBA playoffs on over whatever else our roommates wanted to watch. So
What's
yeah,
your roommates
it's happening.
want to watch?
So IU kind of draws in kids from like all over. Like we had a roommate from California who was just always trying to have the Dodgers on, and then we had 2 roommates that always wanted to have the Mets on. So not only are they both baseball teams that play at all hours of the day, they're on separate time zones. So it would always line up like the Dodgers would play at like 4 and then the Mets would play at like 7. And it was just baseball 24/7.
A lot of people from Connecticut went to IU. My cousin
Yeah,
did.
Connecticut, East Coast gets a ton of kids. I think what it is either they can't get into like the elite, like private schools out there, like SUNY or Syracuse, or wherever the fuck they go. And also like, if you want to have like if you're from the East Coast and you want to have kind of like a more traditional college experience, like Big Ten school, a lot of people, great sports, tailgates, frats, like, you know, the more like traditional college thing, I think if you're East Coast, that's Indiana kind of gives you the best of both worlds. Like it's a good ranked business school, and it gives you all that.
Is Mad Mushrooms
out here?
I've never heard of Mad Mushrooms. I was just looking at that. The main pizza place out here is Pizza X or Mother Bears.
Great name.
Fab flu game. Look at Fab's toughing it out.
Fab is looking exhausted right now. I'm just noticing that.
We're almost 3 hours in. We're at pick 29. You have 1.5 picks basically left. Fab.
Do we want to wrap it at 3 hours even? Is that our goal?
Sure.
Or what? 3 hours even, or just like a quick little recap once the 30th. Well, if 29th pick is in, yeah.
I would be very upset if Ty didn't get drafted tonight.
I'm going to be pissed. If the Nuggets take him at 30, that's cool. The ESPN mock draft literally had the Nuggets taking Ty at 21 and then taking Christian Braun at 30. So if they take Christian Braun at 21 and Ty at 30, fuck it. Same result. I'll take it. We just have 30 point guards. Who cares? It's fine.
Rockets.
It's fine.
Yo, he's here. We got my boy John.
Rockets pick is in. What's up,
John?
John?
Good to see you.
Hey, Dubs. What's up?
Good
How's
to
the
have
show
you.
going so far for you guys?
Oh, it's been a marathon, brother. We've been in this shit for 3 hours now.
Yeah, it's a grind.
Listen, John, if podcasting was easy, everyone would do it.
Well, I know. I used to have a podcast myself back freshman year.
A league of their own.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a grind, though. I respect you guys.
Dude,
What do you think of the draft tonight, J-Dubs? Did you see the Bulls pick?
Yeah. My big takeaway from the draft so far is Paolo. I'm happy that he went 1. He's
really?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't love the pick.
Ever since the Gonzaga game, he's one guy that first of all, I'm not a Czech guy at all. I know he's got like potential to be a great player in the league just based upon his size and his shooting. But I just since I've seen him getting kind of bitched around by in big games, I think Paolo's the guy. He's really impressed me in a lot of big games for Duke. So in terms of the Bulls, I like the pick. I mean, an athletic guy to Arizona.
I hated the pick, dude.
Yeah,
me and J-Dubs both huge Chicago guys. For anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why we throw another point guard in the mix when we got Lonzo and Ayo. To me, that's a vote of no confidence in either Lonzo's knee or Ayo chances of resigning with us.
I just don't know if this kid can shoot. Do you know what his numbers are?
They didn't look great when I took a glance over. He was the 5th scoring option on Arizona.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I remember watching – I didn't watch a ton of Arizona this year, Pac-12. Big Ten guy over here.
Conference of Champions, brother.
Yeah, but I don't really know who the fuck this guy is, to be honest with you.
50% shooting, 36 from 3.
All right. That's not terrible.
Doesn't get to the line.
50%, pretty good for a guard, right?
Yeah, I mean 36% from 3. You'll take that any day of the week, I feel like.
Yeah.
Kev, what's your big takeaway so far?
My big takeaway is that Ty Washington just got drafted by the Rockets.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was thrilled to see that. No, but I agree with you with Paul. I loved Paulo going first. I think he's an absolute stud. I was big on Paulo and Chet. I wasn't as, for some reason,
what was that comment?
That's a funny question. First of all, the chat's going nuts for you, J-Dubs.
Yeah, the chat's going bananas right now.
Of course. Move the needle.
Our boy Kowalski, who I think has been here all 3 hours with us, a huge friend of the program. Need to shout him out again. He's been, ever since we announced his pod, he's been throwing love with the retweets, tuning in. Kowalski, shout out to you.
GVE.
I don't think Kowalski's a GVE guy.
I don't know. Yeah, he is. I think
Johnny,
so.
He wants to know how many chicks I slayed while we lived together, which I don't think
a lot.
I don't think slaying is accurate by any sense of the word.
I will say, Kev told me some Tinder stories that are a little off the charts. No, I mean he cleaned up pretty well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate. Yeah, this is the only thing I brought my roommate on to talk about, not ball, just to brag on my behalf.
Speaking of ball, Fab, did you just see what happened?
Ty?
Ty.
Yeah, Ty's going to the Rockets. I love this draft for the Rockets.
Yep.
Rockets are emerging as winners of the draft for me. Rockets
Yeah.
and Pistons. I love what both those teams did tonight.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, 100%.
Is Jalen Duren's going to the Pistons, right? Or is he going?
No, he's going to the Pistons. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a trade with the Knicks, I think.
What's your take on Kemba? You guys probably talked about it, but Kemba, do you think he's still a premier guard in the league for the Pistons?
I saw they're going to buy him out.
I think he's just a veteran. Yeah, if they don't buy him out or whatever's going on there, I think he's more so just a veteran to put next to Cade and kind of show him the ropes. And Ivy too. John, you're high on Ivy. We watched the same Purdue game live in Assembly Hall. I mean, that guy's just a demon. Every shot he put up, it felt like it was going in.
I'm super high on Ivy. I mean, him and Paolo.
Oh, we just lost your audio, brother. I think your finger's over your mic.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Yeah.
You're good.
Ivy and Paolo. Is it Paolo? I honestly can't pronounce it.
Paolo.
Yeah. Paolo or Paolo.
Yeah. All right. So him and Ivy, I think, are going to be the two best players this draft by a long shot. Obviously, Chet and Jabari have the potential to be, but just as a guy that watched a ton of college basketball, I know that the guard situation for Auburn wasn't great, and that's probably why his numbers or why he wasn't as effective in some games for Jabari. But I mean, Paolo and Ivy are two guys I think just take over games and are really going to translate to the NBA level. And I know a lot of NBA people think that Chet and Jabari can too. It's just I didn't see that as much in college.
I agree. No, the way I described it was when we went to that game at Assembly Hall and Jaden Ivey came to town, like he was hitting step back threes. He was dunking all over everyone. He had some crazy layup finishes at the rim. Just every shot he put up felt like it was going in. Like just an elite shot creator, an elite shot maker. And the one thing that stands out to me from that game was he got off the last shot. It was like 40-footer from the buzzer that he tried to bank in. And even that shot, I was holding my breath the whole time.
Yeah. One game that really blew me away for Ivy, even though they were playing Butler, which, I mean, it's fucking Butler, so that's not saying much. But it was at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, whatever, in Indianapolis. It was the Crossroads Classic. And he made at least like 5 or 6 threes. And he was pulling from like deep NBA range.
Yeah, I remember that now that you mentioned it.
Dribble. And even though
you were there for the Crossroads Classic, weren't you?
Yeah, in person. They won by 25. But Butler's not great, but still, he incredibly impressive performance. The only knock on him was in the tournament. He looked like shit, which is never a great sign. But
he only had one game.
I think that's more of a product of Purdue's culture, just getting tight in big games. I think Matt Painter has a lot of that like energy where biggest game of Matt Painter's life probably. And
he gets up 8 points and he just immediately coaches scared. He coaches to protect the lead.
I don't put a ton of stock in that as I would for maybe other players because Purdue is just a huge culture of choking. So if there's any Purdue fans in the chat or on the pod, but
listen, we're as IU grads, the most recent batch of IU grads were huge Purdue guys on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean we're 1-7 against Purdue, so that sucks. But
hey, all that mattered was we got the one.
All right, got drafted.
The Nuggets just took Peyton Watson. From UCLA. He fucking.
Why is it showing OKC?
Because it's a trade. It's like one of the proposed trade things. Like it's our pick, but like it's got to go through. But yeah, Peyton Watson. This
is nuts.
He started 0 games at UCLA, averaged 13 minutes, shot 32% from the field, and averaged 3 points and 3 rebounds. And what the fuck? We need a power forward, and EJ Little is sitting right there. After you let Jovic slip through your fingers, after you passed on Ty, what the fuck are you doing?
Mere, I don't know if you have his profile pulled up. I don't know if you caught his birthday. He was born on September 11th.
That's a red flag.
Okay, well, Mere,
2002.
Mere, you brought up the raw numbers, which obviously look great. Anytime you can draft a guy who averages 3 and 3 a night, you have to pull 32%. Yeah. But the plus side of that is he averaged 32% on field goals, and 22% on his three-pointers. But don't let this get you twisted. He was on the World Cup under-19 FIBA team, and he averaged 4 and 4 on that squad. I've never heard of this guy. I don't know how he's a first-round pick in the NBA draft. Looking at his
he was a consensus top 10 recruit out of high school.
He is a 5-star McDonald's All-American. I did see that, but yeah.
Oh, here's
he's got
to
to have crazy upside to be pulling this after not starting and after. Yeah, that's shocking to me.
I mean, he's a defensive guy.
Mere, I got something for you here. It says Watson made some plays with his long strides and leaping ability in the open floor. So he's got long strides, which is something you can't really teach. And then leaping ability, obviously, so he can probably dunk. We know that for sure.
19 blocks all season.
Okay, so this is actually positive, not sarcastic. He has a 7-foot wingspan. And per 40 minutes, which he never played even anywhere close to 40 minutes in a basketball game. So these numbers are definitely accurate and should be used. He averaged 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He's going to do that in the NBA. He's going to get 40 a night.
No, so not being sarcastic at all. It seems that obviously this kid's a project, but from what I'm reading, he's shown lots of flashes. So like the potential's there. How do you feel about the Nuggets' ability to develop a guy like this?
I don't know. They really haven't done it so much so before. I don't recall us developing too many guys. We like to, get reach-edge guys. We've hit on some of our picks, but Jamal Murray's not a guy you had to worry about develop. Porter Jr., good one there, because I guess you can kind of use that as an example, but it was more just giving him the time to rehab. But overall, I don't know. I don't love it. I don't think it's going to do much.
Is anyone hearing that weird audio feedback?
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah. I think it might be John.
I think it's John.
Okay.
You just booted him?
Well, I tried to mute him and it wouldn't let me.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Well, sorry, John. We appreciated your insight.
Thanks, John.
That's my boy. I want him to be a recurring guest. We have if I could start a
macaroni comments.
If I could start a podcast with anyone not named Fab and MereKat, it would be my boy John. That guy knows ball. We have a great back and forth. Definitely going to be a recurring guest.
Oh yeah, he seemed knowledgeable for sure. And we need more Rick stories.
Knowledgeable, knows ball, funny guy, and he lived with me for a few years. So yeah, he's got some college stories.
Quick question.
What's up?
Shoot.
Way too early power ranking. Who do you think is going to be Rookie of the Year? I mean, we still got a whole couple more rounds to go, but based off these 30 guys,
I'm going to go with the basic pick and just say Paolo. I think he's going to get the most minutes out of any of the top guys. I think he's going to get the most shots out of any of the top guys, which means he's going to put up the best numbers. Holmgren, who is obviously a raw prospect. You got Jabari. He's going to be getting his looks, but he's mixing in with Green there. Ivy's going to be next to Cunningham. I think in my eyes, Paolo's the best prospect who's going to get the most minutes and most opportunities to win that award. So it's a basic pick going with the number 1 overall pick to win Rookie of the Year, but that's why they went number 1 overall, because they're pretty damn good at playing basketball. So I have to rock with Paolo. Ivy would be my sorry, Mere, but Ivy would be my sleeper pick for that, just because I'm so high on Ivy, but I just don't know if he has the opportunities with how young that roster is and how many guys are going to be looking to get minutes and prove their worth. Mere, go ahead.
Well, great question, Judd. I'm going to go with somebody probably going to be plus money. He might be close to even. I wouldn't be surprised to see him at minus 110. I'm going to go with Peyton Watson for Rookie of the Year. There's no doubt about it. The strides he's going to take on that court, his wingspan, everything about his game. He's going to take the Nuggets from a 6th seed in the West to number 1 seed in the West, dethroning the Warriors. He's going to average 40 minutes per game, and in those 40 minutes, he's getting 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. It's going to be jaw-dropping shit out there, guys. I get on the train now.
How many bucks?
Below even money.
Yeah, that's a good pick. And yeah, I agree with everything Rick said as well about Paulo, but I'm really just gonna put all of my my eggs in the Shaden Sharp basket here.
Yes.
This mind you, this is a guy, like we said earlier, we've never even seen play basketball, but I'm gonna trust the sources that I've heard. This kid's an absolute stud. He's got everyone. I mean, multiple people have said he's the most talented player in the draft. So I might look like the dumbest human being of all time or the smartest, but I think Shaden Sharp is going to separate himself from the rest of the first round picks this year. Absolute stud. Rookie of the year, Shaden Sharp. Get your futures in now. I wonder what it's
I
at,
love
actually.
that. I support the hell out of that.
I wonder what it's at. Like someone who literally we haven't seen play basketball, let's see.
I bet it's like,
I think they have him out.
probably like plus 1,500. Like nothing insane, like something feasible that has room to move.
And that's an unbiased pick, by the way, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Shaden Sharp, yeah, book it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to pull it up here.
That's a great value pick. You should definitely throw a future on that.
Let's see. Oh, they don't
Okay.
have. I'm not having lines
The
yet.
second question, if you will humor me. I'm looking at this article from CBS, top 4 teams to land Durant this summer. Trailblazers, Suns, Grizzlies, Heat. Out of those 4, what do you guys think?
Suns.
Suns.
I think I can see him going to the Suns. They're gonna find a way to get him, and it'll be Book, Durant, CP3. CP3 is gonna get his ring. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah,
You
I
think
mean,
Durant a lib cuck? I can see him going to Portland. Portland's showing they're all in. What does Portland give up? Anthony Simons and 6 first-round picks. Who gives a fuck? You only got a little bit of Dame left. KD, you're going all in. I can see it. Fab, you okay? That was a quick mute. You're on top of the mutes tonight.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm trying. I don't want to be coughing into the mic. Wait, what did you say?
What did I say?
Did someone ask me something?
Oh no. Oh yeah, you have to answer. Did you just answer or did Rick?
Yeah, so I think he's one of the
Suns.
Suns. I think he's
Rick.
one of the Suns. Yeah.
wait, what's the question?
KD.
Where
Of these 4 teams.
The Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, of course.
I think.
All right, let's see what CBS has them ranked
I think
at.
we got we don't have a whole lot of picks, but I mean Patrick Williams I think is an intriguing prospect. Vucevic we can throw at him. Anyone under the sun not named anyone under the sun is available from the Bulls for Kevin Durant in my eyes. He's the second best player in the world. Name your price, bro.
Yeah. I love KD. He's amazing. Just Twitter, on the court, everything.
Right here,
I love
baby.
There you go.
Absolute GOAT. Number 1 KD stan.
All right,
Go to
These
the
are the
Suns.
rookies
One
I
last
hang
question.
up.
Moutier.
Under over 4 months. When are you coming to New York to Common Ground to see me and Asher?
I'm trying to make a trip out before the end of the summer for sure. Definitely got to lose my NYC virginity.
I'm afraid of Common
I
Ground.
welcome you anytime.
I'm afraid of Common Ground.
That's probably fair.
Are you in New York, MereKat?
I'm in New York State. I'm Buffalo.
Oh, damn, that's a long way.
Yeah.
Dinosaur barbecue, though. Great place.
A Buffalo thing. I love that. Let's go. But boys, we have the pick is in on the Magic's pick in round 2. We're 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 23 seconds.
I was just going to do the wrap up as well, Mira.
Fab is on his last legs
I'm
over
dying.
here. This man has put on an absolute all-time performance tonight. All of our guests, including
Let's give it up for
Jed
Fab.
Lasso, closing out. Let's give it up for everyone tonight. GVE, Sick Fab, all of our guests. White boy Rick puking mid-show.
With a tummy ache. I was just gonna add, let's not forget about my tummy ache.
Let's go.
I appreciate
Thanks for
everybody
having me,
tuned in.
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for
love
stopping
you
by.
guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all our guests. Thank you to everyone who was in the chat. Thank you to anyone who downloaded it and is listening to it later. The support means the world. Cannot emphasize that enough. Yeah, love you guys. Thank you. This has been a blast tonight. We're hopefully gonna nail down like a regular schedule now that we're in the off season. So yeah, Rick and Fab No Ball only going up from here. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
Love you guys.
Good night.
Love you guys. Good night now.
Hey, it's Rick and Fab. Huh? It's Rick and Fab. What? It's Rick and Fab. It's Rick and Fab breaking balls. Takes me up the walls. Talking all that shit that make you wanna get involved. They no ball. Rick and Fab no ball. Look, when you wanna talk ball, tell me who you call. I know it's Rick and Fab got it all, they no ball. Look, Rick and Fab no ball. Yeah.